I want to know what I'm getting into. Does this person sound aggressive when speaking? Does this person sound, soft? Do they sound sweet? Do they sound like a vibe? You know what I'm saying? So they want to be able to get a feel for you, which is why I always tell you guys, like, show the best. Like, if you're looking to gain clientele and not just purely documentation, right? And you're looking to gain clientele or trying to get in the eyes of clientele, then you have to show the image that you want them to take. It's like, oh, but then it's like, am I not really being myself? You are being yourself, but at the end of the day, we're salesmen and saleswomen, right? So we have to also sell ourselves. Now you have to find out what's the easiest way for me to sell myself, right? To dress properly, to look properly, to speak and walk and act properly. That's the easiest way to sell yourself without having to be like, oh my God, buy my service. But you could easily be already going through the motion, showing them behind the scenes, but they're looking as a fly on the wall, right? That's that fly on the wall behind the scenes. It's one of my favorite ones because it's the most real, raw, and unfiltered. Like, it's just up, the camera's up, I'm interacting with my client. This is a genuine interaction, and I'm just capturing what's happening. And now you get to assess as the client if this photographer is worthy of me booking them or not. If this photographer speaks in a fashion that I like, that resonates with me. Is this photographer a vibe? Can he be around my family? Can I see him at my wedding, shooting my wedding, vibing with my kids? You know what I'm saying? So different things like that. And that also is what make people also come back as well, right? So when they see this, they see how you act with others. They see how you interact with others. So main thing is people buy from people, right? People don't really buy the product unless I guess they're just looking for the cheapest option. But a lot of the time when you're looking for people who actually want you for your craft and what you do, people buy from people. So behind the scenes and showing a little piece of yourself, even if it's just a come behind the scenes with me on a birthday photo shoot day, and that's the only thing you say in the entire video and everything else is behind the scenes, you just mixed all three of those formats together, right? Even if class about to get interesting. Even if you mixed just that one little intro, the first 5 seconds is you saying something, you immediately just got me because one, I know how you look, right? Two, I now understand how you talk. I understand your mannerism. I understand your vibe, right? I understand. Maybe I even understand your energy, depending on the energy you gave me in your behind the scenes video or the energy that you're giving your client. So what it does is it allows a client to be a fly on the wall. So you have to figure out, okay, for me and my niche, maybe you don't have a niche. Cool, I don't. Maybe you have a thing that you want to get booked more for, then you will act accordingly for what you're looking to get booked more for. If you're looking to get booked more for, real estate clients or high-end clientele, then you need to have behind the scenes that shows how you treat those types of people. Even if it's not necessarily staged, but even if it's not necessarily a paid shoot and it's a collab shoot with someone that falls within that category, I'm able to be a fly on the wall to be able to watch within that and be able to see like, oh, can I see myself in the shoes of the person that they're servicing currently? That's the whole thing. When you're showing behind the scenes of you actually doing a shoot, right? This is for people who may shoot regularly or who don't shoot regularly, or you get a free shoot here and there whenever, or you get one shoot out the entire month. You got to juice that shoot, milk that shoot out, right? Be able to breathe, get surgical, and be able to show the behind the scenes camera, right? You don't got to be looking at it every single time, but showing the behind the scenes what the process is that you do. Because now when another client sees it, right, they're going to get a little bit closer to booking with you because they saw that one thing. It might take a client 4, 5, 10, 100 videos before they book with you, but you just made 100 free videos and you just got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clients off of these free videos you just made, just showing them your process and who you are, maybe even how you talk. For example, I'm really proud of, where's he at? He's not in here right now. I'll say it when he joins. When he joins, I'll say it because I'm going to have to repeat myself again. But some of our members have started talking to the camera, even if they're talking about not the client themselves, just giving behind the scenes on them setting up for a session. Maybe they're setting up for a personal session. For example, Nao, you might set up for a personal session. You could do a video of you setting up for your personal session. Why? Because it's going to show, but that doesn't even matter. Like, I'm not doing a real client, blah, blah, blah. Cool. But it shows clients how you speak, right? It shows them your mannerisms. It shows them your vibe, right? So it shows them all of these things. And I feel like that's really important because if I'm looking for a photographer, I need to find one that can fit my vibe. And just one video of you speaking or one video of me hearing your mannerisms or seeing you or seeing your vibe, like, oh, I could resonate with her. I could vibe with her. She's a vibe. Like, being able to, like, it's like social media right now, especially like when trying to like run a business or trying to get big. It's like a dating app, bro. It's like a dating app for them to find their ideal worker or their ideal photographer service provider is what I mean. Whether you're nail tech, whatever, like this is their ideal way to find their service provider, right? It's through that social media. So it's like a dating app. But I feel like the number one way for real, getting clients is showing them, rather than just telling them. Like, show, don't just tell. Like, show them how it is to come along a photo shoot with you and experience a shoot with you. Oh my gosh, Tyson, I don't get paid shoots. You don't need to have paid shoots, bro. I was doing this shit with free shoots. Same way I told you guys before. Like, I was getting free shoots, but my clients did not need to know that these shoots were free. I did so many free shoots before I ever got paid, but you would never know that they were free. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's how you carry yourself. And the behind the scenes video, I didn't say, hey, you guys, I'm here collabing with. Hey, you guys, I'm here doing a free session with. Hey, you guys, I'm here doing. I don't do that, right? I frame every session like a paid session, whether I'm getting paid or not, because I'm using my time, right? You and your client are both trading time. So like, I have a few reels that I've recorded, but I don't feel like they should be posted. Bro, you better post them shits and then let the algorithm tell you whether you were correct or incorrect. Because I feel like for example, and then, bro, we got like Exclusive. They didn't want to post their videos and they posted them, and them things still did pretty good, bro. Like, so it's like you're sitting on a bag, bro. Like, you're literally sitting on a bag. Like, I try so hard to preach the content on everybody, and it's like people are like, oh my gosh, like maybe I'm doing a little too much, this is that. But like, bro, content is what set me free, gang. Like, I that's why it's so hard for me to not preach it to y'all, because it's literally, I don't use ads. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't use ads. It's purely organic. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I push it so hard, because when you get organic clients, they resonate a lot more with you, right? You get ad-based clients, they're really coming because your price was right. Like, they're coming because you were promoting that price, you were promoting your service, and they come in just for that, and boom, they slid. They might not come back again. Your ad just popped up. Yeah, you just got paid, but you didn't build a longevity or a connection, right? And then you don't have the ability, right, to garner more clients unless you pay for those ads. So imagine if you're paying for an ad, right? And let's say, for example, you spend $100 over the course of 10 days, that's $10 a day, right? And you're paying for the ad. You just lost $100, right? But you don't even know if the content was already good. So you just tried to put sugar on shit, right? Because you didn't even let the content prove to you that you can do it without the ad before you put the fuel on that ad. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make a video that you think is good, but it ends up being bad. You just wasted $100 that you already didn't have, that you could have put towards 8200, or you could have put towards upgrading something in your system. The thing I keep trying to like let you guys know too is, like, our phones, as long as your phone's paid off, you can make free advertisement, gang. Like, you can continue to make YouTube, you can make YouTubes, you can make TikToks, you can make Instagrams, you can make all these different types of videos, stories, and everything to one, document along your journey, so that way you can help yourself remember where you came from and understand like how your path is. That's why I push everybody to have some form of documentation, even if it's just in your gallery, bro, whatever it is. But on top of that, I always push you guys to like post and get it out, because it's a free lottery ticket, gang. Like, if somebody gave you a lottery ticket to scratch off every single day and you could just scratch it without having to pay for it, it's literally what it is with content. And every client that I ever talk to that has any type of business, bro, I preach this on them all the time, because for my clients, like, I'm not just a photographer, bro. I'm an asset. Like, I'm gonna sit there and talk to you, run through business strategies, plans, all types of stuff. And I've talked to so many different types of clients, and a lot of them don't see the importance in content. And when I tell you guys, like, when you actually lock in on content, it starts to let you see what more possibilities that you have for your business. Because I'm gonna break it down real simple, right? So I'm gonna let him in. So let's say, for example, you got 100 people in your city, right? You got 3 photographers. I'm gonna do it simple math, right? You got 100 people in your city. You got 10 photographers. 2 of them are making content. The others aren't, right? The other ones are going door to door, boom, boom, things like that. They're doing 50% of the battle, right? They're not going to be able to reach as many people, especially not in the same amount of time that the photographers, those 2 that are going hard on their content, would be, right? It allows you to be omnipresent. Nayo, if you know that you're introverted, if you know that you don't like talking to people, right? Then talk to your damn self in your room. Talk to your damn self on a set, building a set, not building a set, but building up your lights to take pictures, or talking about your camera. Talk with yourself, by yourself, and upload the video. Like, it helps with, I ain't gonna lie, like, content is like a hack for introverts, bro, because you could post it and you don't even gotta look at your page again. Like, you post it, and now so many people have now seen it, right? Yes, that's probably like that nerve-wracking part, but you didn't have to meet them in person. Like, I feel like that's the part that's like, whoa, shit. I didn't have to actually get up, leave the crib. I just got these many eyes on me, even if it's 100 eyes. You see what I'm saying? You post one video, you got 100 views, you got 50 views. Out of that 100 that was in that city or in your location, you've already got those views. So they've already seen you, right? And now all you have to do is refine what you're creating and continue, right? The whole goal here that I try to preach to you guys so much is endurance. I feel like everyone can be a photographer, right? Everyone can start a photography business and do it for 3 months. The goal is endurance. Like, who can do it the longest? Who can keep doing this shit? Who's going to outwork everyone else, right? So if there's 10 photographers in that one city and there's 100 clients to get, 3 of them going to probably fall off and give up within those first 3 months, gang. Then you have the others that are fending, trying to see what's really going on. Then you have those 2 that's the heads of the top that's doing content and going out. So you have the people that are doing both sides of the battle. You got 50%, which is online. Then you have that other 50%, which is in person. But if you can't even do the in-person part, then at least do the online part. If you feel like, damn, I can't really go outside, damn, maybe you're not able to have certain times to be able to go foot traffic. Maybe you don't know where to start. Maybe you don't know what festivals to go to. Maybe you don't know what people to talk to. Maybe you don't know what connections. Cool, fuck it. Stay online. Start off online. That's the easiest thing for you to do, especially as an introvert, bro. You better sit down, talk to your damn self, right? And in your room and upload the video, bro. Like that be the hardest part. Creating the videos, for me especially, creating the videos don't be the hard part. Hitting upload be the hard part. Sitting there watching myself back like, damn, I'm a little nervous. That'd be the hard part. But once you're able to get past that one hard part, every other time that you get to that hard part, it becomes so much easier to keep going. Right? My first few videos promoting my business was so hard, gang. Right? It was so hard. The first time promoting my business, it was so hard, bro, because it's like, I'm trying to show you this thing that I believe in, but I don't know if y'all believe in it too. But like, can y'all look at this? Stupid question, I know, definitely, bro. Only reason I keep saying introverted so much is because I know that there's so many people that are introverted inside of PNG University. I know there's a lot of people that are not extroverted and are introverted inside of PNG University, which is why I push so hard for the introverts, right? Because some people are extroverted in their own house, in their own home, or can be extroverted with themselves, but when they get in person, it's hard. But I mean, any advice for extroverts? Don't be so damn overbearing. That's one thing I can say is, like, some extroverts are overbearing. Like, it's like, okay, bro, we know you got a business. Like, some extroverts are overbearing. Like, maybe they're doing too much at the session. Maybe they're doing too much out marketing. Maybe they're talking too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a middle ground, bro. So, like, that's probably the one thing. That's probably some critique I say is, like, sometimes you got to know when to dial it back a bit. Sometimes you could be overbearing. You might need to know how to dial it back. So I can say that sometimes, because I know me, like, I might over talk myself or talk a little bit too much, and I could have just chilled a little piece. Like, damn, I was talking a little bit too much. So there's some stuff like that I would say, like as a advice when it comes to being a more so, and when it comes to being a more so extrovert. But extroverts is a lot easier because you're able to hit both. You're able to hit that 50%. You're able to hit both 50%. So what is 50%? 50% taxi. So the first half of it is in person, right? You're going to festivals, talking to people, passing out cards, things of that nature. That's that ground. That's that foot traffic. That's that workflow, right? Then you have that second half, which is the online presence, right? Who are you online? What is your brand? How do you look online? When I go to your page, do you look professional, or do you like this a hobby? You like you taking it serious? You like you playing games? Right? That's that second half. So if you're not able to do both halves because you're not an extrovert straight, then focus on the online half. Focus on how you can curate a image that you would be proud of. Oh my God, I don't like my hair like this. Okay, cool. Find a head wrap that you can wear in every single video to make yourself feel good. I know for me, I don't like how I look in certain colors. So anytime you see me wearing black in my tee, I hate trying to figure out what outfits to wear. I hate this, that, and that. Like I get really nervous. I'm taking down every single barrier for entry. I'm taking down every form of any type of tension that may get in the way, right? Or discomfort that may get in the way from me getting this video out. Right? I knock it all down. I used to try to create reels on my camera to make it look more professional, high scale, blah, blah, blah. Bruh, I use my phone now, bruh, because anything that can stop that barrier or that adds that tension, that makes it harder, adds friction, adds static, that makes it harder for me to create, that makes it harder for me to actually get it out to my target audience, it's going to get in the way. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to record that video on my camera. Now I'm going to look back at that video on my SD card. I'm like, damn, now I'm overthinking. And guess what? It will never see the light of day. And I do it all the time still. And y'all see a lot of the videos that I do post, but imagine all the ones I don't. Because I'm looking at myself like, I don't know. So y'all got to drop, bro. Like, you still have to drop regardless. Like I'm even looking back at videos that I've had before, like the one today that was from an older wedding. That was like a mix between like a wedding and like a wedding before. And I'm like, bro, I gotta just post. I gotta just get out of it. I gotta get out of my own head. Like, you guys are not alone. I'm dead ass going through this shit with y'all. That's why I keep telling y'all, like, we are in this together. It's not like, oh my God, yeah, Taxi's got it figured out. No, bitch, I just got enough figured out to try to help y'all figure it out to where I'm at. Like, I'm not like, I'm trying to help y'all get to where I'm at, right? This is what I was waiting on. So this is exactly what I was waiting on with Sean. So I was going to say it earlier, but I was waiting for him to join class. But proud of him because prime example, yes, use him as an example. He posted a video today, right? And he was talking about his light and his setup. Literally how I'm telling you guys, you don't have to have a client with you for you to be able to create some form of content. What this does is it helps clients see how you talk. It helps them see how you act. It helps them hear your mannerisms, right? It helps them hear how you are as a person and how you react to certain things. It helps them just get a feel for you before they actually come to get a physical feel for you in real life. All right. So it helps them. It's like an interview, bro, that you don't even know you're having, right? It's called client psychology. Right? So there are things that's going in your inside of your client's head that you don't know about, but you have to think about the things that go through your head when you're watching something, right? If I'm viewing and I didn't hit a like button yet, and I'm just looking, I'm just watching, what are things that would go through that client's head? It's like, oh, I'm looking for a photographer right now. Like, oh, I kind of like how he talk. Okay, I like how he present himself. Or, oh my gosh, he got slides on with holes in it. I can't book him. Oh my gosh, he got this and that. Like, just think about the positives and negatives when it comes to your target client, and then create the image that you want to be seen as on social. That's it. If you want to be seen as a high upstanding adult and you want to be very respected and things of that nature, then write out, maybe you make a list of things that you don't allow in your content, that you don't do in your content. Maybe you make a list of things that you can do in your content, or whatever. Create that basis and try to find your own loopholes. All right. Oh my gosh, I don't like my smile. All right, cool. Then have a certain fucking angle so that way you don't have to see it. I don't like my right eye, so I'm always tilted this way so y'all see mostly this because this eye is smaller than that eye. I'm not posting. I'm not creating. I'm just finding a loophole within my own framework. So figure out what your things are. What are your insecurities? List them shits down and find a way to knock them out so you can get out of your own way, right? This is your business and you're in your own way. So list it out. Figure out what the hell the problem is and get out of your own way. Oh my God, I don't like how I look. Okay, then figure out a way to find out how you like how you look, or start going to the gym so that way it puts it in your mind that I'm the baddest bitch out. I don't know. Do something to where it gives you that form of security, right? Or it gives you that form of confidence to feel like I can do anything. I can do hard things, right? It starts off with doing small hard things to where it becomes easier to do bigger hard things. Right? When you start off with small things that are hard, like maybe you don't make your damn bed, make your bed, start making your bed. Maybe you don't go to the gym. Maybe you go in there for 10 minutes. It becomes easier to elongate those things, right? Maybe you go to the gym for 10 minutes. You start off with 10 minutes each day. Then now you're going for 20 minutes. Now you're going for 30 minutes. Now you're going for an hour. But before, you couldn't even stand in the gym for 10 minutes. You couldn't even walk for 10 minutes. So just start with incremental things to help with your incremental growth. I'm just trying to use the gym as an analogy because that's how I started. Like, I didn't like being around humans. I didn't like social. That's how I had to get better, bro. I would go in that bed, walk on the treadmill 10 minutes, take my ass home. I would go back again, like, oh, I didn't drive all the way for only 10 minutes. I might as well stay a little bit longer. Like, just finding a way to, like, understand how my brain works, understand my insecurities, and find a way to knock each one down so that way I can actually grow, because I have an end goal for myself. And I know that every single one of you guys have an end goal for yourselves as well. So you have to get out of your own way. There are things and barriers and blockades that you set up for yourself that you created, right? That are telling you like, oh, my content's not good enough. Bro, shut that shit up and start posting it to figure out if your content's actually good or not. Because if you don't take the shot, you don't know if your shit's actually adequate or if it's not. If it's good or if it's ass. You literally won't know if you don't post it and it just stays in your content bank. So post it, see how it hits the algorithm. If that don't work, cool. Post something else. Oh my God, that didn't work. All right, post something else. Oh my God, this one worked. All right, double down. Simple, right? And then step back and reassess. You can't reassess if you don't have enough sample size. You can't say, oh, I've been posting for 10 days and I'm done with this because it ain't work, bro. You don't have enough sample size, bro. At least do a month, gang. Like, at least do 30 days. Maybe not a month straight. Cool. Oh my God, I scared you. I'm sorry. Maybe you do 3 times a week for a month and then you can reassess. Maybe that's too much. Maybe that's too little. Cool. 4 or 5 times a week for a month and then reassess and sit back and look at the data and see which videos did what and which videos did. All right, cool. Now get serious about your business. The same way how you had to do it with ads, do it with your organic content. Because a lot of you guys be like, oh, Taxi, I can't just use ads. No, you can't pour sugar on shit, bro. Like you can't. And I'm not calling your content shit. I'm saying you don't even know how it's performing yet for you to be like, oh, I'm gonna just make one video and just throw an ad on it and it's just gonna call it a day. You know why it's not gonna perform well? Because that's what everyone's doing, bro. How do you stand out? You take your time to actually understand what you're doing, understand how you want to be viewed, understand what your image is, understand what your services are, understand what you provide and what benefits and values clients get from you. And now you understand how to talk online. Now you understand how to present yourself. Now you understand what image you want to uphold, right? So every time people see me online, what do they see? Taxi always working. Damn, that nigga be working. That's all they know. Hardest working human, that's it. Every client, everything, Taxi be working, bro. He always busy, he always working because I'm always working. So I'm always showing me working, right? So now that directly becomes a way of me promoting my own business because I'm always working, right? And then I'm showing the work. If I don't show the work, I don't get clients, right? It's hard for me to make content consistently, but I make it easy for myself because if I'm already working, why not just document me already working, right? So for you guys, if you have more time, you can put more effort into your content. I don't have that much time, so I can't put as much effort in my content. Y'all might see random ass cuts on YouTube videos or random cuts on some reels because I don't have enough time to be able to really sit down and But if y'all have time on your side, then you can really sit down and You know what I'm saying? And really put it together and really make it look good how you want to make it look good. Maybe you take pride in the editing process. Maybe the editing process is too much for you. All right, cool. So find a way to either add more onto your plate, right, by making your edit look crispy clean however you want, or taking more off of your plate because you feel like you don't have enough time for that. Cool, take more off. Find a way to make your content easier. Only do jump cuts. Have very simple cuts to make things a lot easier for yourself. Don't make it harder on yourself. When you start being like, oh, I got to edit it, I got to do this and that, I got to make sure that I add a template, I got to da-da-da. You just made it way harder on yourself, and it's going to take you a month to get one video out. So find a way to make it as easy as possible to get the video created and out. What I do is when I'm making a video, bro, if I know I'm about to make a video, if I'm going to make a reel, and it's just me talking to the camera or talking to clients or talking to whatever, I make it and I try to edit it right there. I try to right after I make it, I'm trying to real quick, like 5-10 minutes, edit it right there. Either I draft it or I schedule it or whatever, but right there in that moment. Because if you create that content and you have downtime and you don't use that downtime, you're going to go home, you're going to be tired. You're going to take a shower, you're going to forget about that fucking video, and you're not going to look back at that bit again for another week or two. And you're going to see it be like, damn, I forgot to drop that one look, damn. And you're never going to edit it, and now you just wasted cloud storage that you're already paying bread for monthly. Like, come on, gang. So yes, behind the scenes content is very important. That's where we started off at. I apologize. But we really was here. Wait, we had more questions. Somebody else said something they was struggling with. What else is some, okay, behind the scenes, what D said. Is anybody else have anything in particular they're struggling with when it comes to content? Any other human beings? Don't tell me y'all ain't struggling with shit, because we do a poll and y'all be saying y'all don't be posting, and y'all gonna sit here and tell me that y'all don't got nothing y'all struggling with. Y'all struggling with something because y'all don't be posting. So there's something that you're struggling with if you're not posting on Instagram. So what's going on? How long does it take for you to edit a reel? The reel that I posted today, it took me less than 5 minutes. Like maybe dare I say 120 seconds. Like it did not take that long. I found a sound and I was like, okay, boom, I have an idea to go with this trend that's been going on. I'm going to make it for photographers, literally. And I found relative stuff because I'm always recording stuff, right? So I always have stuff on my phone, right? That's one of those hacks. It's like I be documenting everything, so I'm able to have everything. Whenever something happens or I have a trend, oh cool, I can go create it real quick, right? I struggle with posting on socials because I feel like it has to be recent. No, see, bro, who did I tell that to? Was that you, LJ? Like, because I think you were on the scene like, oh, how would it be if I just went to Dubai on a trip and then I'm doing this and that, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to. Yeah, right. Okay, bro. Number one thing I'm gonna always tell you guys: one, social media is fake. Number one, social media is fake. It is you create the reality that you want to be seen, which I'm telling you guys, how you're viewed to your clientele, right? You create that reality. The reel that I posted today, that footage was taken between a year ago and a few months ago. Some of those clips are from a year ago, a wedding a year ago, gang. It's not like, no. That's from a wedding a year ago. In that reel, that was a year ago wedding. And if you already saw those pictures, then you would know that I did that selfie with the client. That's from a year and some change ago, bro. So it doesn't matter where you're like, damn, I feel like this, bro. Like, if it makes sense for what you're creating, you can post it now. If it makes sense for what you're creating, you can repost it. If you posted your photos already and you've only done one wedding in your life, you better be rotating that bitch every 3 months. Every 3 months, I better see you post them same wedding photos. Damn, what do you mean? Every 3 months, you better post them same wedding photos. Come on, I've been following some people for so long. Now I'll be seeing their posts get reposted again. I'm telling you, they be reposting because the same people that saw it once did not see it again. The same people that saw it on your story did not see it because they're not looking at your story. They're looking at their feed. So you're not even meeting them on their feed. You're meeting them on the story and they're not even watching your story. Right? You posted something 3 months ago when you had 100 followers. Now you got 200 followers. Why not post it again? Why not post another variation of it again? Why not? It hit 2 months ago. Why not post it again? Why not post something like that again? Because it hit, right? Let a little bit time go in between, of course. But now you have more eyes on you. So why not post that again? Why not utilize your current audience again? You did a wedding a year ago and you had 200 followers. Cool. Why not repost those photos? Why not go back and re-edit some pictures and post them again? We're limiting ourselves. We're limiting ourselves. We are limiting ourselves. Like no one's in our way but us. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, like if it doesn't have to be recent. Like you're like, oh, if it's recent, I want to make sure that's updated. Like, bro, when you're doing social media and it comes to doing it for business, it being recent, it being within the last few days past, how close ago was, does not matter. There's so many artists that we see that we be thinking that they look a certain way right now. In reality, they posting stuff from months ago and them doing freestyles from months ago or them doing videos from months and we not able to put two and two together. And then they pop out and they pregnant. And it's like, oh, whoa, when the hell did that happen? Because they was documenting so much that y'all never knew what the hell was going on. And I'm saying this because I've done weddings for big figures, right? That I'm not able to even post because they don't want people to see the pictures. But y'all are seeing this on social media and it's looking one way because it's like, oh, they're doing freestyles, they're doing this, it's making it looks good, it looks like that. But y'all don't know that she pregnant and I got married, but I can't say nothing because I'm on NDA. So I'm telling y'all this in a sense of letting y'all see and understand that social media is not real. It is how you create it to be seen. All right? It is how you view it. When you're in a business, when you're doing it for business, if you're doing social media to actually use it for what it's like, what it was intended for, like with friends and family and things of that nature. Okay, cool. Worry about the recentness. Worry about how you look currently. Worry about your body update, things of that nature. But that's your personal account, right? I'm not here to help y'all with that personal account. Unless you're looking to scale it, then I'll help you with that, with y'all scaling. But if you're talking about your business and growing your business and making, revenue, right? This is what we're talking about. Right? When it comes to that, you create the image that you want your clients to view. You create the image that you want your target audience to see. You literally create that image. So regardless of if it's recent, if it's long, if it's far away, post it. Post it because it's way better posted and out than in your camera roll and never seen the light of day. Like a video that I was never gonna post, bro. Like I posted a video. It was a POV of me doing a me doing an engagement session. The footage did not come out that good, but little did I know, this video went viral, bro. It was a POV session of me inside of an Airbnb. The client had just came back from the water park and she was surprising her wife that came in. I was taking pictures. It was like just flicker. And that was the one video that I posted. And that video got me so many wedding clients. It got me so many engagement and wedding clients just because I got that raw reaction. It was just a POV. It wasn't even good quality. It was like the top corner of the client was actually in the frame, and the bottom of it where nothing was at, I was putting the pictures. Simple ass video to edit. I wasn't gonna post, but I'm like, man, it's on my phone. I might as well just go ahead and put it real quick. I already got the final images that I edited already. Let me go ahead and just throw them on there real quick. Just whip it up. Video ended up going viral. I got multiple clients from that one video. I'm like, oh, how'd you find out about me? I ask every single client, how'd you find out about me? Oh, I seen a video on your Instagram and it was with, they was doing like an engagement session. It was wearing gold. I'm like, oh my gosh, what? And like a few clients back to back was coming, bro. And I'm telling you guys, like, that's a free ass video that I created. That's a free video. So I really want to help you guys get better with your like marketing. Like obviously as we continue to move into April, we're going over client management and marketing. So I'll be like talking to you guys about how I take bookings, how I manage clients, how I speak to clients, how I follow up with clients, how I organize my clientele. So I organize my clients majority by by the date, like of their birthday. Like I don't ask every client for their birthday unless it's a birthday session. So for the birthday photo shoot, I'll put their birthday underneath their contact, so I know when their birthday is coming. So I'm like, so now next year I'm like, I could look up the word December in my contacts. So now I'm like, I put December birthday underneath all of the clients' name. You know what I'm saying? So now I put December, all the December birthday clients come up. Hey, just checking in. I know your birthday's coming up in December. Would love to shoot again, bruh. Like I had the client once. That means if you spent money with me once, you're looking to spend, you can spend money again, right? That means that you're looking to, continue. You may be looking to do it again, especially if I follow up with you. Maybe you don't remember me. Maybe you're like, oh my God, I need a photographer. I forgot about that photographer who took my pictures last year. Oh my gosh. And then I hit you up and you're like, damn, I was just thinking about you. Right? So those are ways that I be following up, but I'm going to go deeper into that obviously as we continue to progress through PNG University. But I was going to throw some images into Evoto today. Oh my gosh, Taxi Evoto? Yeah, bro. Because I wanted to help Dapper. So I wanted to basically show like a workflow that I would do if I were editing in Evoto and I were using Lightroom. Some things that I would do in Evoto versus what I would do in Lightroom. I never thought I'd do this, but I'm doing it because I want to help. I want to show you guys how to, like, I guess, naturally edit images and not have them look in a certain way, okay? So I'm gonna talk to you guys about that, and we're gonna hop in there. Should I go live on Instagram? I think this is just like some real intimate shit. So only reason I be going live on Instagram because like I be wanting to try to get that awareness out there for PNG University, because I be feeling like not enough people know about it, like unless I like create clips. And I don't be wanting to create clips from our calls because one, our calls be long as hell. So that'd be like the first thing, and then it's like I'd be like, I don't be wanting to create clips to like try to chop up the call and then try to make it into some other stuff or whatever. But I mean, I might just do it. It's okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to, let me get a few images together and try to see what I can do. So I try to help you guys out. Ask some questions in the meantime while I try to figure out which ones I'm gonna do. If somebody has a question that needs some help and things of that nature. So you're showing how to lightly edit on Evoto. Yeah, like how I'm gonna show you how to lightly do it. Like if you're gonna use it anyways, I might as well show you how to use it correctly type shit. Cause I know you were telling me like how I was like saying the other day, I was like, if everybody's using the same software, everybody's photos come out looking the exact same. So there is no originality to the images, so I want you guys to have originality, even if you're going to use these AIs. And why would I not teach you how to properly use it? You see what I'm saying? Kind of what I'm thinking about. It's like, I keep telling y'all, like, it's a good app, like when it comes to tethering and this and that, and like it's good for background removal, but everything else is like, it can't remove, lace, it can't remove all that stuff. So it's like, I'm trying to, I want to be an overall mentor to be able to help you guys, even on things that I don't necessarily 1,000% believe in doing. But I'm going to show you guys, if you are to only use Evoto, how I would edit the image only with Evoto, and then how I would actually edit the image if I were to use Lightroom, the Lightroom Evoto mixture type style. Because what I would do is I would open it in Lightroom, I would edit through Lightroom, and I would take it from Lightroom to Photoshop. Then from Photoshop, I would go to Evoto. So that's what I would do if I were going to use that kind of funnel. So let me set this up real quick. Probably put a hat on so my head don't look crazy, bro. I should have been put a hat on because, like, bro, if I try to post any clips from this, see, like, that's one of my things too. Like, see, like, I don't be having haircuts, but I be telling myself, like, I don't like how I look when I don't have a haircut. So I'll be trying to have a haircut in my content, or I'll be trying to have a hat on in my content all the time. You see what I'm saying? So it's little stuff like that y'all don't even probably know. Like, bro, I got insecurities too, bitch. Y'all ain't alone. I just want y'all to know that, like, they don't make you. You get what I'm saying? Like, they don't make you. They don't make you. Like, you may feel these things. They may feel like they're the end of the world, but they not. They don't make you. You know what I'm saying? You are still you. You figure out what your insecurities are, and you find a way to knock them hoes out. Like, you have to find a way to knock them down one by one. Make a list of your insecurities and the things that are paining you or that bother you or that stop you from showing up as your true self online, on social, in real life, physically, whatever it is, and find a way to get rid of each one. Right? I didn't like that I had chicken legs. I went to the doctor, asked them, I was like, bro, anything I can do about this? Nah, it's your genetics. Bet. I started wearing cargos. So shit, one insecurity, gone. I'm not wearing no shorts. I'm gonna wear cargos because I don't like my legs. Chill. Right? Boom. I don't like my arms too much in my frame. Boom. Oversized tees. Stop playing. Right? I'm in the gym. I'm working out. I'm hiding it with the oversized tee until I get to where I want to be at. You see what I'm saying? So find a way to find the loopholes within your own system. There's loopholes around every system, even taxes. Right? But find a way to find a loophole around your own system. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm only telling y'all these little bits of personal stuff is because like niggas ain't bulletproof. You know what I'm saying? It's like we all go through this, bro. And I'm trying to show y'all and like tell y'all like I go through it too, bro. Like you just gotta keep showing up for yourself because like if you want this thing, bro, you gotta keep showing up for yourself. You can't not show up for yourself, bro. You can't say I want this thing and then every time it's time for you to show up for yourself, you got an excuse. Like, oh, well, I don't like my lip. Oh, well, I'm this. Or oh, well, I don't like how my eye look. All right, then find an angle that you do like how your eye look. Like find a loophole. Don't allow it to be an excuse forever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't like your hair. Find a head wrap that's really cute that takes the attention away from your hair. Maybe you don't like your skin. I got these two things right here that I really hate about my skin. I got dots all over up in here. I'll be doing little stuff to try to make myself feel better about that. I try to do stuff to take your attention away from my skin and make you look at some other shit. Like, it's okay, bruh. Like, you know, like, and after a while you have to become comfortable with who the hell you are, right? Because like you came in this world by yourself and the only person that's going to be able to get you out of any situation that you're currently in is yourself. So you're going to allow other people's judgment, people who don't pay your damn bills to deter you from your path. Like that shit don't even make no sense. You're not even helping me pay bills. You're not supporting me or anything, but I'm going to let these people, right? These trolls, whoever they are on the internet, deter me from my path and the direction that I plan on going, the goals that I have, right? You're going to let them take food off of your family's plate. Because that's basically what you're doing. You're not posting your content. You're not growing your business. So you're not able to change your current situation. You're not able to change your family's current state because you're not locking in, right? They're counting on you to lock in. You're not locking in. So you're allowing the trolls online to stop you from feeding your family. That's a crazy ass equation. That's how I look at it. It might sound like, oh, that's too deep. That's how I look at it, bro. It's like I'm allowing other people to stop me from feeding my immediate. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it, bro. You gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. I'm trying to find this real quick though. But yeah, I'm about to walk y'all through how I would do it if I were to use only the Lightroom. Only the Lightroom and Photoshop. Oh, she just posted selfies from her wedding. Oh, my client's so cute. Look at my client, y'all. She posted her selfies from her wedding. She's so cute. I love my client, man. Oh, bruh. Ever since this new update, I've been so mad, bruh. Like the new update on the phone, it don't let me use my camera or microphone on Instagram. It's OD crazy. Who just raised their hand? Somebody raise their hand? Go ahead, Dapper.
Yeah, I was gonna say so. I know you say you wouldn't. It's not something you normally do. Then would it be better if you just show like, hey, because I noticed you never had like an editing section because you have so many editing videos of like, and I've obviously been watching those. Maybe like, here's how I go from Lightroom to Photoshop, maybe like a quicker way. Or if someone's in a time crunch, so they don't rely heavily on their photo. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like how to do it fast. Like how would I quickly? Yeah, but like, do you still want me to like? You still want me to use? You say what happened?
To stop, like you said, to stop the reliance on a photo, because I don't want you doing a video you wouldn't normally do. If that makes sense.
No, I get you. But I still want to like help because I know that there are people there. Like for example, you voiced your opinion to me on needing help on this subject. There are people in the chat right now that probably do the exact same thing but won't voice it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like I want to try to be able to like create that lane for the people who aren't voicing it, like who are dealing with it or who would do this or that or whatever, but aren't saying it out loud. Like, oh yeah, like they also only or they may only use a photo, but they don't want to say it out loud, you know? So it's like, okay, like let me show you how to stop making all your images look the same as somebody else's to be able to help you like, you know, be able to stand out a little bit more. But I'm trying to find out which one of these are charged. But yeah, so definitely I'm gonna do that. So I got y'all. I'm trying to find this damn microphone though. Oh, bro, it's like you got so many different mics that could work, but then they don't. All right, hopefully this works. All right, let's go live, gang. All right. But I got you. I'm gonna show you how I would do it. I got you, gang. I got you. Where's Instagram at, bro? Pew, pew, pew. Oh, like who's overly late? Oh, he's fine.
Pac did say he was gonna be late.
Yeah, nah, he's straight. He's straight. He's straight. He's straight. He's straight. All right, let me see. PNG. Bro, we got the domain now. I think I said it last class though, but we got the PNGUniversity.com overly tough.
Yo,
Yo, what's up, gang?
hey, bro. So a client just hit me up talking about So I took two pictures of her. She took two pictures, and one her eyes is closed, and the other one her eyes is open. So she wanted me to take the head off.
She wants you to blend it with it.
You see what I'm saying, bro? And I've already finished the edit. So, like
Oh,
I told her
man.
to select 6. She picked 10, so I selected 6 out of the ones I wanted to edit.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That's OD insane. I ain't gonna lie. I've had the same thing happen though. That's why it's kind of even
She
funnier.
said, "Can you chop the head off this picture and put it on the other one?"
I ain't the
And
word,
I'm like,
bro. The word chop is crazy, bro. The word chop.
crazy,
Chop.
bro. She basically said, "Take this head off and put it on top of the other head."
Oh man, well, you know how to do that? Are you gonna do it? What you gonna tell her?
See, that's what I was saying. Like a lot of words, bro.
But it really does sound like a OD lot. Oh,
Because
man.
I tried it and I put the other layer, like the picture of the actual smiling picture. I put it on top of the other one, and I tried to blend and mask and do all of that. Turn the opacity down, but that shit was not working, bro. So she's just gonna have to pay a little extra for that one, bro. I ain't gonna lie, because I already finished the 6 that
I mean,
she
really, all you gotta
favored.
do is for real is probably just the eye for real, ain't it? Or like she want to do the whole head. Oh, she said she didn't like that her right eye was closed and her left eye.
So both her eyes was
Yeah,
closed,
so you
and
have
she's
to.
smiling in the other picture.
And is the neck and everything the same? Like, is like the neck the same? Like, is she just blending? Like, are you like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Like, is she
See,
the
okay,
same
so
pose
like
or is it a whole different
it's the
pose?
same pose, but
Yeah,
it's slightly not the same. Like it's slightly, you know how it has to match
yeah.
up for you to. Yeah, it doesn't
Would
match
it?
up at
Would it
all.
be? Would it be? Would it? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, yeah. I mean, so yeah, you have to blend that neck,
Yeah,
cause
exactly. So I'm not about to do that, bro. It's okay. She can just. It's all good. I did my job.
yeah, cause trying to like how I would probably do it is, I would use the hair as a frame, and I'd probably cut through the hair. Like I'd probably cut around my client's hair, like probably like to be able to use it to put into the other hair, like and then blend those two together. Like you said, like I wouldn't select the hair and try to remove the hair. Like I would let the hair stay where it's at, and probably just like remove all of that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and blend that together. Like try to like make it like fit or whatever. I mean, I don't think it's like
Yeah,
crazy hard, but like
it's not crazy hard. It's
trying to make it look OD realistic might be a little.
exact, and it's not a single picture. It's like a family picture with other people in the
Oh yeah,
picture.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Go ahead, sir. I'm sorry, but
Yeah,
let's try to come up with a really good prompt for AI. But that's insane. Man in the yellow dress, please turn his head. I don't know. That's actually crazy. All right, bro. I'm gonna do these images right here, like how I would take them into a photo quickly, or how I would edit overall, right? So, what I would do is first, I'm looking at the image, like, oh my gosh, how's this look? So I'm gonna go Shift A and see what Auto's talking about. I do not like at all what Auto's doing, so I'm gonna go Command Z. I'm gonna go back. So I always look at Auto first, because sometimes Auto be knowing what it's talking about, but not all the time. Like sometimes Auto don't have no idea what's going on in its brain. If you guys have questions while I'm doing this, please ask them. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go. First thing I always do is I go make a layer. I'm gonna go background layer. I'm gonna hit a plus. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a subject layer. So now I have the subject on her own layer. Then I have the background on her own layer. I'm gonna go up on the saturation a little bit on the subject layer, just for her skin a little bit. Also, one thing I can say too is if your client's skin is like ever like too orange like this, what you could do, like if this is already how this client's skin looks and this you didn't make the saturation go up, but this is how they look already, what you can do is you can select the subject layer, and you can go down in the temperature. You guys see how I just did that? You can go down in the temperature. That's a hack that I feel like no one's ever shown or talked about. But you can go down in the temperature of only the subject layer. Don't go down in the temperature of the entire layer, because then you're gonna change the color of that background, right? So mask it. So I'd be doing mask real quick. Like this, like is not gonna take that long of an edit for me to do. Also because I've been doing it for a long time, but that's just the idea for you guys if you need it. For if they're ever coming out looking orange and you want to make them have look less orange. So I'm gonna go up on her saturation a little bit. right? I might make her look a little bit orange a little bit so that way she can have a little bit of melanin on her skin. There we go. So this is before, after, before, after. Add a little bit of color. I might go like 15 though, because 21 might be too much. And then 10, yeah, that's chill. All right, open it up just like so. Before, after, before, after, before, after. All right, Command C. I can copy this and I could paste it, but I'm not gonna do it right now. But I could do it right now. I could paste it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the background layer now. Go to her background layer. I'm gonna go up on the shadows, just like so. Maybe exposure a little bit, just like so. I think that's fine. I don't want it to look too like where I can't like see the background, like to where like if you go up too much, then like it looks fake now. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna show you guys how I would do it if I knew that my end goal was Evoto. So I'm gonna do all these minor touches in here. I'm gonna go right click and I can go edit in Photoshop now. Gonna open it up in Photoshop. I'm gonna go Command J to duplicate that layer twice. Why are you doing it twice, Taxi? Because the background layer is always locked. So this to me is my background layer, right? The background layer is a locked layer that you can't really change or morph. It stays the same. So I do two. So now I have my layer 1, then I have a layer 1 copy, and I edit on this layer. So whenever I take it away, I can see what I changed, right? You'll see in a minute. I'll show y'all. So I'm gonna hold Shift. I'm gonna go Command. I'm gonna go X. It's gonna open up the liquify menu. I've done a video on this in particular. If you guys are like, what the hell are you talking about? I've done a video on it. Or you can go to filter and go right here to liquify too. So there's two ways to get to it. I just like you learning keyframes to help me edit faster, right? Shift Command X. I'm gonna go inside of here. Oh my gosh, why you didn't move that yet? Because first thing I do is body morph. I always do body morph first before I start messing with any other pixels in the frame. So I'm gonna do these little quick things. What I do, me and elbows. I already told y'all, me and elbows, bro. I'm always gonna make sure I do elbows. Might pop in that arm bulge a little bit. I'm a pretty natural editor. I try to just smooth things out. I don't try to make your arms look like, way smaller unless you request. Like unless my client goes, oh, is there any chance you can make my arm smaller? Or I don't like how my chin looks. Can you smoothen my chin, or can you slim down my face? Or right now, I'm feeling a little bit, this or whatever. Like, whatever they may say. Depending on what they say, then I'll like edit based off that. But a lot of the time when I'm doing photo shoots, I'll keep in my mind, like, oh my gosh, my client said that, like, hey, I really don't like my leg, or hey, I don't like my chin, or like, oh, can you make sure to get rid of my double chin? Like, they'll say these things in the session, so I keep it in mind when I'm shooting, right? So when I'm shooting, I shoot for the edit. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to give her a crazy angle that makes her chin look a certain way because she already said she didn't like that. So now when I have to edit, I don't have to edit too much because I already took notes while shooting. Took notes? What do you mean by took notes? While I'm shooting, told you guys the first 15 minutes is the most important time of your session, right? So those first 15 minutes, I'm shooting with my client, right? Those first 15 minutes, I'm sitting there, I'm shooting, and I'm getting that trial run in, right? I'm getting all that done to where now my client can be like, okay, I do like this, I don't like that, I do like this, I don't like that. Now I got all that out. She's talking about it. She already told me what she do and don't like. Cool. It's like an interview, right? So now the remainder, last 45 minutes or last 30 minutes or whatever your session is, right? We're shooting, right? I'm getting things right now. I'm getting surgical now. I don't have to play games no more. Shift Command 0, boom. If I hit P on my keyboard, it'll show me the before and after, before, after, before, after. Very minor adjustments. Before, after, before, after. Or you could hit the little there's always gonna be like a little button right here. You guys can see like preview, before, after, before, after. If y'all want, y'all can steal my brush settings. I'm gonna leave them there for a little bit in case somebody do some screenshot or some shit. This is my liquefying brush settings right here. And then this is the brush that I'm using, which is the regular brush up top. I usually don't touch the other brushes at all. Love your work. Thank you. I really appreciate that, family. Familia. Right? And now I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And now when I turn this off, like I told you guys before, I'll be able to see before and after. Before, after, before, after. So now on this top layer, now I can go ahead and start removing other stuff quickly, right? Oh my gosh, Taxi, how do it quickly? This is like a under 10-minute edit for one image, just letting you guys know, like, this is a less than 10-minute, but being that I'm explaining it, it's going to take a little bit longer. For the next one that I do, I'll do it without talking so you guys can watch me go through it, okay? All right, my client just said they're about to pay the invoice. Okay, hold on, I'm about to text them back. See, look. Hold on, got to text them. Okay. I'm like, okay, good. Okay, good. All right, just locked in. I just locked in an engagement. I just locked in an engagement, wedding, and a taekwondo. The taekwondo session I was telling you guys about. Yeah, I got taekwondo and Muay Thai next weekend. Oh, this weekend. Wow. Yeah, taekwondo and Muay Thai. I love your work and content. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so now we're in here. Cool. I'm gonna take out minor things right here. I'm gonna go boom, cause like within my mind, right? I already know that I'm about to go. I'm about to go to Evoto, right? As we said, right? Our last thing is Evoto. Cool. So in my mind, I know where I'm going next. So I'm doing the things because you got to think about it. When it comes to editing in Evoto, if you were to go to Evoto after this, you got to remember that Evoto is an AI. Yes, so it's not a human, so it doesn't know what bad or good things really are. So Evoto might not pick up this down here. Evoto might not see all these little things, right? So you got to be able to see these little things. So the obvious things, remove them when you're editing. If you're looking to go to Evoto last anyways, just remove these things before you even go there. And I even hate showing you guys it as a editing source or as an editing app because like people will take what I'm teaching them the wrong way and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just use that to skip the learning process. But if you do that and try to skip the learning curve, you'll never learn, bro. Like you'll get caught off guard. Like you'll be like, damn, what do I do? What do I do? Like you get caught off guard. So you literally never want to get caught off guard because, for example, if you only use a Voto, let's say, for example, your client has a lace. This client right here particularly does not have a lace. But let's say, for example, your client, did one of my clients have a lace right recently? So, for example, let's say one of your clients have like a lace, right? Let's say, for example, this is before. Your client has a lace. Evoto is not going to blend this together. Like, Evoto is not going to make this look natural, right? You're still going to have to do that yourself. So that's the thing. If you don't even know how to do that, you're like, damn, what do I do? So that's another, like, there's certain things that Evoto just cannot do, right? That you still will have to know how to do or learn how to do when it comes to Photoshop, all right? So you still got to keep that in mind because, like, it's not just like a one-stop, like, oh, I'm only going to use that. Nah, bro, right? Cool. So I'm going to do the things that I want to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of those. Quick edit, yep, quick edit. All the things that I can see, I'm going to get those going. I just ordered a new mouse, bro. I've had this mouse for 5 years, right? So when I first started photography, I got this mouse, and I love this mouse forever. And it's just now starting to act on me. But that means that it's a good ass mouse. So I literally just bought a new mouse. I was ranting about it in the last video. Whoever watched that VFX tutorial, then y'all know that I was tweaking out about this thing, bro. Like what? You said sorry, but her thumb look odd. Wait, which thumb? This one? I mean, yeah, but like it's her thumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even look. I'm showing you before and after. Like that's her thumb. But yeah, it's just short. It's just short with long nails. That's really it. She has a short hand. It's a short finger with long nails. You could fix it if you really wanted to. Like, you want me to fix it, I can. I'm gonna go Shift Command X. If you want to fix it, like try to make it look like a little bit like less. Like that is her actual thumb. Like I've had things like that happen before. Like a lot of the clients, like their bodies will look certain ways, and they'll think that I'm the one who edited it like that, and I didn't. Like bro, I'm like, nah, cuz that's your finger. But that's like to fix it a little bit. That's actually her thumb, but you know what I'm saying? So this is me slimming it down. But I did that for you because I know you just asked. And now we can continue removing stuff. I need to go get that. I know for a fact I ordered it, and it's definitely, I think it's one of those boxes that I just got. I just got a new webcam too. Yeah, me and webcams go together overly bad, bro. Just chill. All right, boom. So now I'm gonna go ahead, crop, hit C to crop. Now I'm gonna go ahead and zoom it up. Boom, I think this is a pretty even crop through the neck because it's a full body. Double click. Cool. Now I can go ahead, hit X. I'm gonna hit save. After I hit X and then hit save, it's gonna go back into Lightroom, right? When it go back into Lightroom, where's that bad boy at? Where you at? It's right here. So now it's inside of here. Now what I can do is from here, right? Because you see that 2 up there, it shows that there's 2 versions. There's the before version, there's the after version. Those are the 2, right? Now what I can do is I can export this. So if it were all these images, I can just select all these images and then export all of them. But being that's only one, I'm going to export just one image right now. And then I will go here, large, and then I'll just save the downloads. And then what I can do is I can go to my downloads section, open up my Evoto. I can go downloads, drag and drop this in here. And then boom, now it's in Evoto, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go to, keep it very, very like simple. I'm going to do background probably first. I'm going to go to background. Make sure y'all can see everything. Hold on. I'm going to go to background, right? If y'all use this bit, y'all better use my damn link. All right, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm pinning something real quick on I'm pinning a comment. All right, there we go. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to clean backdrop, and as you can see, it cleans it. Right. One thing to keep in mind though is like every time you export one image, it uses a credit. Right. So if you export an image, do you do one-on-one calls? Yeah, I do. It's on my Acuity. You gotta scroll down to the bottom for the one-on-one calls. Hi, bro, big fan. Appreciate teaching. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I'll be down at the bottom. Who's asking a question? Go ahead. Somebody raise their hand or somebody join. Somebody raise their hand and put it back down or what? What just happened? I heard a ding. Y'all playing? Somebody said something, right? No? Sorry. Oh, okay. How did you move it? You wasn't watching? All right. I hit right click. I hit the arrow right here. I hit export, right? JPG. I exported it to my downloads and I drag and dropped it into Evoto. So now I just literally took it from download, dragged and dropped it in here. So what you could do is you can create a folder or something and put Lightroom. They want to say Lightroom. So when you export the Lightroom, you can put it in there, and you can make one that says like Evoto edit or something like that for your client. So now you'd be able to have drag one to Lightroom, your Lightroom one that you just exported from Lightroom, put it in there, and now you could put it into Evoto. Now you can edit through Evoto, and once you export the Evoto one, you could drop it into your Evoto folder. You get what I'm saying? So now you have those two, but it'll be under one client folder. Make sense? All right, so now, boom, I got the backdrop. First thing I did, make sure the backdrop's clean, cool. They also have a unified background. I don't like it, but they have it on here. If you do headshots, it will help you out. If you hit unified background, make sure you actually hit a solid, so unify that background and stuff like that. And then you can enhance the background as well, things of that nature. But we're going to just do the clean background for right now to keep it simple, right? So with all of these sliders, you want to stay below 50, gang. If you're trying to make anything look natural, stay below 50. Because if you go too hard sometimes, but like overly going too crazy, they start to look really really fake. If you start to go too crazy, let me try to make sure I'm trying to do everything. If you go too crazy, like their skin progressively gets like a lot less like clarity. Like you can see how like it starts to lose that clarity. And also, if you guys notice, it's removing her nose rings. You know what I'm saying? So it's just things to kind of keep in mind when you're using AI that you have to keep in mind for these. It's not just a one-click solution. You can't just throw it on there and be like, oh yeah, bet type shit. Like, nah. Like you got to throw it on there and still adjust, right? So I'm gonna go back before. And I'm gonna go ahead and put like about around 50 on these. I don't want to use anything at a full 100%. Don't use anything inside of here. It's probably the one video I'll make for y'all. Don't use anything in here at 50 at 100%. Right? And also, after you're done doing this, you could even like you can create this to like a preset for yourself to save underneath the Voto to be able to like post, because they have like presets right here, and you can create your own presets and stuff for you to be able to use on your own images. And then the Voto has presets as well too. Like I don't have one. I mean, I have one I just made. Then they have all these little natural ones and stuff like that you could also use as well to help you as well. Carolina, go ahead.
Hey, so question.
Well, I mean,
Could
I'm getting
you
there for sure, but go ahead.
say that again?
I know I just read your message. I'm definitely getting there because I ain't get down there yet. But yeah.
Okay, well, clarification on that. It's because like sometimes I'll use it, maybe max it out or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But when I export it and I open it up in Photoshop, sorry, my cat's making a whole bunch of noise. What? Stop moving. When I export it, and I open it up in Photoshop, it looks totally different than what it does in Evoto. So like
Because it
the
gets compressed.
skin,
I think it gets compressed after. Like it looks worse. What you're saying, right?
no, it'll look
Does it look worse or does it
More
look
detailed.
like more detailed than when it looks in Evoto? So like it looks higher quality when you
Right.
open it in Photoshop.
Right. Like it'll look in higher quality. So like you'll think like in Evoto, okay,
Mm-hmm.
everything is blurred correctly, etc. And then when you export it and you open it in Photoshop, it's like crap. That's now it looks like sand is all over her face.
Oh, like it looks like more. So it looks better. You're saying?
The detail looks better, but the outcome is worse because like any photo, it doesn't exactly show you, let's
Yeah.
say 100% quality and grain, like
Mm-hmm,
all the
mm-hmm.
little lines or whatever. It looks, since it's lower quality in a photo, it looks blurred correctly.
Yeah,
Like it
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
everything is
And then
blended
when it comes
well.
out higher, like when it comes out at that higher quality, now it's like, oh, it didn't actually blend as well as it would have. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Correct.
first of all, you exported at 100% on on these sliders. Like that's the first thing. Is it's gonna look.
So like,
It's don't
yeah,
use
I'll do maybe
100%.
like 80, like 70,
Yeah, I'm never
you
going over 50.
know.
I'm never going over 50. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm never going over 50. That's me though.
Okay.
I'm never going under 50 because I feel like even how you're talking about right now, like after you export it, like it might add a little extra to it, but like you got to kind of like compensate for that. I guess it would say like, because I'm not going over 50. Like I'm gonna stay like a right around 50. Like I'm not really going over 50 with like anything that I do, like eye wrinkles, nasal. I feel like this will make it look the most natural and not like take anything away. Like for example, like how I just blurred over her nose or like wherever you don't want it at. Like for example, if I see on her nose rings like that, all right, cool. I can go to blemish removal and his little manual tuning. I can hit this right here and I can go to subtract and I can literally subtract it just from the parts that I don't want it at. So I can subtract it here.
Right.
I can subtract here. I can subtract here. This is also for you, Dapper. I don't know if you knew this yet, Dapper. But in here, and I can subtract it from wherever I don't want it at. And I just hit OK. And then now it's there. So or I could even subtract it here for real if I really wanted to. But then when you go down to boom, 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 body blemishes. Hold on, let me see. And
Like I
filter
think my biggest
separation.
issue is the frequency separation slider.
Yeah, I don't use this shit, so that's why it's like kind of hard for me to tell y'all what to do because I don't use this bitch.
It's so I learned with Photoshop primarily, and that's how I normally do all my people. But for like large corporations and stuff, like attorneys' offices or whatever, it is handy
This shit looks
for
insane,
like just doing the first details and then shifting it over to Photoshop and finishing up.
bro. I would never shift it to Photoshop last, gang. Like I don't know, it's just me. Like I would always like I don't like the order for me would always be Lightroom, Photoshop, and then Evoto, like on some Final Touch shit. Because if you put it back into Photoshop, I feel like you just reprocessed and probably recompressed the file. Like I feel like it probably looked good outside of it, then you re-put it back in. Like maybe it just recompressed it. Probably that could be a problem that you're having, but I feel like Evoto should be the last thing. Like I feel like you should do as much as you can in Lightroom, as much as you can in Photoshop, and then after Photoshop, if you're in a rush, obviously, then like maybe you go from Lightroom straight to Evoto. Maybe you skip Photoshop. Maybe you don't have to remove no hair. Maybe you don't have to remove stuff like that. But the remove tool in Photoshop is unmatched. Lightroom's remove tool is pretty fucking ass. So it's like that's why I feel like it will be.
Garbage.
I feel like it will always be Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto, next. Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto, next. Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto, next. That's how I feel like it will always like run for me at least. Because I feel like
Well, the
if you do Evoto first and then go into Photoshop, I feel like it's like low key backwards. I feel like for me, I mean, I
I
feel like that's
I
backwards.
agree because of the export issues, but at the same time, like if you're doing like a backdrop type thing, sometimes you might want to retouch things after exporting it from Evoto, like if you're doing
But
that
also,
that backdrop
I feel
option
like
that they
okay,
have.
okay. Also, if you're even if you're tethering, I can see that. I can see. Well, me for me, like tethering wise, I can see me using, I guess, Evoto first, and then probably using as if I'm editing it fresh off the tether. Like if I just tethered to my iPad and I'm like, oh yeah, boom, let me go ahead and edit it right now. I guess I could see myself using it fresh off the skillet, lol. But I don't know, bro. I'm still Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto. I can't like
And I
I
thought
wouldn't I
even if
wouldn't go
you're
background. I wouldn't I like even if it does do the background thing. I still feel like you're like you're fucking with your quality because you just ran it through a processor that doesn't match with the other two processors, and then it's a lower quality processor than the other two. Like if we're being real,
but when you're doing
Adobe.
100%,
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm saying.
thought
You
it
say you're
stays
doing
the same.
100%.
No, I'm saying like when you export at 100%, I thought the quality stays the same.
Yeah, but you're exporting from Voto though.
So it doesn't stay the same,
I
even
have.
if it says
I mean,
100%.
I don't. I don't know, bro. I can't really like. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact from Photoshop it does, but like. We don't really know what the codec is of the image when it leaves a Voto because it's really not. It's 100% yes, but they just put hella filters on top of your shit. So it's like now you have filters on the image. So it's like, is it really 100% or is it their version of 100%? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
is it really reading your raw image the way it's supposed to be, or is it reading it how it needs to be to apply these certain filters for them to spit it back out? So that's why I feel like it should be like light. Like I feel like the last thing you should do is backdrop. Like if you're gonna do backdrop first and then try to throw it in the Lightroom, I feel like you should do backdrop as the last thing. Like get your blemishes out of the backdrop, get all the stuff that a photo can't touch. Like there's certain times where like, for example, you might have something by her foot that a photo still don't get out. Like little shit like that that you might have wanted to get closer to, like that you really can't get out. Like there might be some little like maybe there's like a little bit of a blend or something in particular that you may have wanted that they're not able to fully remove. Like there's like little stuff like that you might not be able to fully remove still. And those are things that I would have potentially either blended or removed myself in Photoshop so that I can't like and then put it into a Voto as an icing on the cake. Like, okay, let me top it off with a little bit more skin smooth. Let me top it off with that. And I feel like that is that vibe. Is a Voto even worth it? Bro. Y'all don't get me fucked up. Y'all need to be quiet, okay? Don't ask them questions right now. Y'all need to be quiet. Y'all don't get me in trouble. Seems like a useless extra step. Shut the fuck up, okay? You gonna get me in trouble, all right? Shut up. Be quiet. Yes, it's not really. I'm not gonna lie, it's not for real. But if you're, bro, Real Raw Unfiltered, I don't ever work with a brand that does not allow me to be Real Raw Unfiltered on God. So I'm taxi regardless of what. But do I feel like it's worth it for what you're asking? If you don't know how to do certain shit, yes, it's worth it. But if you're gonna only use it by itself, not as in addition to anything else, it is not worth it. Like if you're looking to just use that alone, like, oh yeah, I'm about to use this instead of getting Photoshop, instead of getting Lightroom, don't do that shit. If you're gonna use it as an accessory, then yes, it makes sense. All right.
I
But
think
yeah,
I'm still
I
on.
don't think
My bad.
no, you're good. I don't think that it's like a necessary like he was saying like it's a useless extra step. I don't think it's useless if you're a photographer that can't do certain things. Like maybe you aren't that good at seeing where all the blemishes are in the background. Maybe you can't really, maybe you don't really know how to fully blend certain stuff. Maybe you don't know how to fully remove certain things off of the skin and you want to go deeper. Or maybe you're fully booked the fuck out and you don't really got time to be able to go deep in there. You know what I'm saying? Then at that point, it's an asset. You know, it's not a liability. It's not turning you down as long as you know how to use the other tools still, and you're using it to where if that bit ever crash on you, you still know how to do the other stuff. Then you're chilling. Like I feel like then it's an asset to you. It's helping you speed up your workflow. It's not a liability because if it crash and you're like, fuck, what do I do? I don't even know how to use Photoshop. I've never even learned. Oh my god, my life's over. Then you're fucked up. So that's kind of how like I look at it like that. But go ahead, Carolina. Sorry.
You're good. I was gonna say, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but oh, for big batches,
Yeah. See,
I
big
think
batches, I could
it's
see
very
that.
helpful.
I could see corporate headshots. I could see that because it would make sense because it's a couple cents per export, or it's like sometimes like depending on. I mean, yeah, it's like a couple cents per export, and then depending on which package you get, it could be even lower, right? And then if you're doing a lot of corporations, a lot of people like that, then it's worth it. Like if you're shooting a lot of people at once, you need to tether. Tethering is free, overly worth it because it's fucking free. You know what I'm saying? So that's really like to me, that's my bid right there, right? So I love tethering, but really worth it there. But if you're doing maybe like mini sessions, if you're a mini session photographer and you're not doing necessarily portraits alone, then I feel like it's really worth it for mini sessions too because you're already not really getting paid enough to take your time on them images. So it's like go ahead, you know what I'm saying? Like do what you got to do. But if it's like a higher stakes, you know what I'm saying, and you have the time and you have the skill to make it look like your style, do it, right? I feel like if everybody uses the same exact, sliders, not even the same as like software. We all use the same as like software, and that shit come out looking different every time. Everybody uses Photoshop and Lightroom, but it comes out looking different every single time. But if everybody uses Evoto alone, then everybody should look the exact same. That's kind of how I look at it. It's like it's gonna look the exact same. All right, but from there, supposed to make this a quick tutorial. But from there, also if the tattoos ever get messed up, you can outline the tattoos. I don't like how this face looks at all. I'm definitely gonna take all this off. I don't like this, bro. I feel like it makes them look OD fake. Like there was this app, well, I mean, probably still is around. It's called Facetune. My clients used to use it on my junk all the time, bro. And it used to piss me off. And it forced me to get better at editing so that way they didn't have to use it no more. I was like, send me a picture of you with Facetune, how you want it to look so I can make it look better. I literally would I would have that picture of Facetune pulled up and I'm editing, trying to get better to where my clients never have to use that shit on my app again. And I think that's probably where my hate started for sliders. Like not necessarily hate, but like my clients would do it to the images and it would make me feel like, damn, are you trying to say I'm not a good photographer because you got to run it through something else? Like, bruh, it was crazy, bruh. Like, it was insane, man. It was insane, bro. It was insane. So you're working with a creative director. You're hyped. Yeah, bro. Are you going to be in studio or on location? If it's in studio, you got to make sure that tell them that it's at a later time than it actually is. And then have them come early because you don't want to waste no money. If you book a studio and like they don't show up on time, you don't want them to waste your time. I get it. I do a bunch of headshots to the Lightroom and it's good for me. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So like depending on your workflow, it could be really, really good for you. All right. So little stuff like that. Boom. I feel like this is very natural. You see the before and after. I might do, I could do a little armpit touch up, but I'm not going to go too crazy. I mean, you can't really see it for real. I just did a little bit. So I'm always like, I'm going to be below 50, bro. I'm never going over 50. Like I feel like if you go over 50, you do too much. See, boom, look, tattoo just got messed up, right? See, Lightroom wouldn't do that. Photoshop wouldn't do that. But now you got to go ahead and go to blemish, refinement, and now you have to outline the tattoo part where you don't want it to be seen. And then sometimes if you outline that tattoo part, what will happen is you'll be able to see the brush strokes that you made sometimes. So we're gonna hit OK. And hopefully we're not able to see the brush strokes that we made because it's sliders. So sometimes, yeah, you can see it. Like if you see the quality mismatch there, like you can see the brush stroke that I made around the tattoo. So some people, if you're a pixel peeper, it'll bother you. It bothers me. But if you're fine with it, then you're fine with it. But other than that, it lessens the other blemishes inside of the body. You can see those. I could have removed that. I didn't remove it, but it just starts to look and pick up some things that I didn't pick up. Another thing too is like, I don't think it could remove this. I would have had to remove that in Photoshop. So like, these are things like when you're editing back and forth between Lightroom, Photoshop, Evoto, and kind of using it as like a sandwich, right? Like your lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese. You can see what Evoto does not do right and start doing that when you're first. That's why I say like, it's always important to like put it in Lightroom, then Photoshop, and Evoto last as an icing on the cake. So if you're using Evoto and you're like, oh man, Evoto didn't do this, now I know next time when I'm editing a client or an image, I'm gonna start looking at their elbows. I'm gonna look at these parts of the body like where Evoto didn't get. So there's always gonna be something that Evoto can't get fully because it's an AI, it's a software, so it's not really knowing what it should or shouldn't be getting. You can do straight hairs, same vibe, not going over too much. I mean, not really too much straight hairs showing for real. But that's pretty much it for real. I feel like that would be it right there for me. And I feel like that's quick, and that's like, I mean, it's quicker if you're not explaining shit, but that's cool. And now I'm going to try to do one where I just drag and drop an image into a Photo. How would I edit it if I drag and drop it into a Photo? Let's try it. I'm going to go to these images that she selected. I'm going to try to use it on here. Can we see the original and the retouch? The original's right here. Hold on. I thought I just showed you. I don't think you'd be looking fast enough, Nail. For me at least. This is before. Hold on, wait. So this is before. You talking about like before? This is what Evoto did. And it did the background. And up here. Oh, very, very first. All right. Y'all about to make me export this. Y'all about to make me export this, ain't it? Okay. Y'all about to make me export this shit. Toy shit. All right. So very, very first. Am I able to just do this real quick? Let me see. Anybody use one of my credits? One of my free credits. I mean, you can't really see. You can't see it. Like, you see her arms, elbows, knees, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. You could see before.
You know, there's a button that you could press, right?
After. Yeah, that's what I was doing. But she wanted to see the first one. Like, the very, very first one, like, that I did, which was this one. Like, before. Okay. She wanted to see, like, because these are the two versions that I did first. You can see the difference in the arms. But yeah, I was showing her the one in the Voto, but she wanted to see the one in Photoshop. I mean, in Lightroom. This is
Gotcha,
Photoshop
gotcha,
Lightroom
gotcha.
right here. So this was the one I put in Lightroom. This was the Photoshop. So it's before and after any body morphing and stuff, things of that sort. Yep. And then this is the Lightroom afterwards. I'm about to try to find. Let me see if I can go find that one. I'm about to go find the image that I had did for y'all. Let me see. Not did for y'all, but I'm about to drag and drop one of them in here to edit. Let me see. All right, so now I can put the same image in here. It's a raw image that just went in there. So now I'm on the raw image. How would I edit this in Voto? I would go to the paint tool, which the paint tool is like basically like your regular editing menu in Lightroom. I've gotten ahead. It's insane. Different than December. Bro, that's great, bro. Do you have a light setup you use for weddings? Yeah, handheld. Thanks for answering my question. You're welcome. Love your work. I have to go. All right, bro. Good night. Join the Discord. All the links are in my bio, bro. Join PNG University. All right, so I'm gonna go up. I want to go up on the what's the name though. I'm gonna go look, see different profiles they got. They have a lot of different like preset stuff, which is chill, but like I wouldn't use it. I'm gonna go up on my where's saturation at, bro? I don't got saturation. Can I use mask? Let me see. How the hell would I use this? Y'all like texting. How would you use a photo for editing a photo? I don't fucking know. All right, I'm gonna hit plus on mask. I'm gonna mask out the person. I'm gonna hit plus on mask. After this one, is it done masking? You're not done masking yet? Are you done masking? Brother, are you done masking? I have to add mask. See, this shit's complicated. All right, I'm going to do entire person, create a mask. Go ahead, dap. I'm going to hit plus.
So this question, because I'm good and we're on the same same wave as I don't go over 50. Well, mine was 60,
Fuck
but
is
I'm gonna
going
try
on
to
right now?
50 for its adjustments. But do you always, if you ever do use a Voto, so which sounds like you don't really use it a lot, but your face is killing me.
What is happening? Y'all see this shit, right? I'm tripping?
Yeah, no, it's happening.
Okay,
It's
bro, like, what is going on right now, bro?
it's like when you click chromatic aberration, or how do you say it?
Yeah,
Like
like,
it
what is it
changes it.
doing to my subject right now? Okay, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, I'm listening, sorry.
But you always do you always like mask before you do any edits if you do
Yeah, I
anything in a
really
Voto?
do. If I have the option to, I will. Even if it's like -5% on the opacity, exposure for the background and up 5% on the shadow for that background. Like, even if it's like on location, like, because I feel like it adds that a little bit of extra depth and that a little bit extra personalization to it. Cause like maybe mine is going down by 5 on the background, but maybe another photographer is going down by 10 or going up on the background. Maybe their background is a little bit more lighter than their subject. Like for me, I love to do that, right? So I'm gonna throw another image in here for an example, like literally just to show you exactly what I'm saying. Like, did I post these yet? No, I didn't post these yet. All right, just chill. She can't say nothing. She's gonna be fine. Bro, drag and drop, bitch. There we go.
What the fuck?
Just chill, bro. Just chill. Just vibe out. All right, I'm about to make a mask of the human. Hold on. Subject, entire person. Bet. And now I'm gonna do one for the background. Hit plus. I'm gonna go background. Why do I have to select the mask area? If your ass don't just select the background. Entire background. There we go. Like I think they're trying to do too much. All right, now I'm gonna go. For example, I'm gonna go up on the shadow so you can see more of that background. Just so you can see more of the detail. Maybe it's not pulling away from her. Maybe it's not darker. I could go darker if I wanted to in the shadows, but I'll go up. But this is like just my style. I'll go up on that, and then I'll go up on I'll probably go up on the. I want to go up on the detail. Where's the sharpening? Okay, I'm gonna go up on the sharpening of the background too to add some more detail to that background. Like you probably can't even notice it for real, but you see it before, after. Just added some detail to the background, which is what I would do. Like this is another reason why I do mask, because I feel like it makes it more personalized, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and create. Can I do save or can I just go back? Okay, cool. Hit plus. Now I'm gonna go subject, person. I'm gonna go where it says person number 2, mask area, entire person. Hit create mask. Now I can go up on the shadows very slightly or a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like to edit the overall image. I like to edit the background as if it's an image, and I like to try to edit the foreground as if it's an image, like as if it's its own image, give it its own thing, right? So I like to do that because I feel like when I go up on this, maybe I don't want the background to be as bright as her. Maybe I don't want her to be as bright as the background. Maybe like there may be a personalized way that you want things to look. So I like to be able to separate my background from my subject so I can edit each of them individually. And I feel like that creates more style. That allows you to have your own style, right, when it comes to it. So I might go up on shadows a little bit. I like to go on highlights a lot because I like to like have the skin and the color, the subject pop more. I like to go up on highlights a little bit. So before, after, I'm going to go ahead and hit that X out. I don't know why it just like warped her out like that. Now I can go and I could create another mask if I wanted to be more personalized on her outfit. I would do that as well. So I could go to person again, and I'm gonna go mask area, and I could do clothes. And I'm gonna hit create mask. Now it'll mask the clothes. So now I can selectively change how I want to play around with these clothes. You see what I'm saying? For whatever the vibe you want with the clothes. And I'll do the same thing in Lightroom too. But I might want to make it look a little bit more, give it a little bit more of that, more color to it. All right, hit back. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to the head, whatever this is called, the portrait retouching thing. And now I can go ahead and go up. Maybe I go, she has freckles though, so I might not really take her freckles away, but below 50, whatever it is with below 50. I'm going below 50, so it still looks natural. I feel like it might have still took too much off. Did it take enough off? Okay, I might go up a little bit more. I think that's chill. Did it do anything? I don't think it did nothing, gang. Am I tripping? Okay, there we go. It's not bad. It still looks pretty straight, pretty natural. I'm not going that high though on stuff, bro. Like, but freckles and acne, I think acne just like, get acne going, right? Just 100% that acne, baby. Get it going. All right, let me see. I'm going to go to dark wrinkles. That's like underneath the eyes, right? Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit. Let me see. What that baby do? What that do right there? Oh, a little dark spot right there. Lip wrinkles and flakes. If you guys kind of see like how the lips are, that's really what this is for. If you do lip wrinkles and flakes, so you guys can see what it does. It like kind of softens the lips up, like just like that. So like, yeah, type shit. Eye bags. She ain't really got none, but you can kind of see how it just kind of lighten those eyes up a little bit. If I go down an eye bag, you can see them. If I go up on the eye bag, you can see it. But I feel like that looks like Korean a little bit. I'm saying I'm gonna go like that, Korean skincare. Forehead wrinkle, don't really need that. 11 lines, don't really need that. All right, do I need to do any body morphing? That's what I need to figure out because I hate the body morphing tool on here, but I'll use it for you guys. All right, I'm gonna go right here where it says liquefy. What's crazy about it? Crazy enough, it's still Shift Command X on here too. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna make it bigger. Make sure my density is low enough. Make sure my pressure is low enough. There we go. And just move it on in. I really hate how this feels, but it's okay because some people might not be able to use Lightroom or Photoshop. Some people may only have Evoto. I can't be so closed-minded, man. I gotta. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. I really hate how this tool feels, bro. Like, I don't even know how to explain. Like, you guys probably like, oh, he's exaggerating. I really don't know how to explain how it feels. Like I think it's because it only has 3 sliders. Maybe that's what it is. Because if we go take a look back at Photoshop, this is not me comparing, bro. This is just like me showing y'all some real round footage, bro. Hit the X, cuz. What's really going on? Lock in. What's really going? Is it frozen? Yep. Alrighty. Well, see, that's wow. Darn, bro. What is going? It's really froze. Well, all right. Never mind. Back here. But what I can say, they have 3 sliders. Photoshop has like 100. All right. On like one thing though, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not shitting on it, bro. It has a lot of great attributes that you can use, bro. I'm shitting on the people who use it by itself. And if you're in this chat right now, God bless. But just don't use it alone, bro. Use it paired with other stuff. Zooming out, Now you guys can see the show before and after too. Yeah, before, after, very slight. You can still do the same thing. And yeah, I'm not even touching these sliders. Like I feel like other people do. But if I ever be using Voto, I don't be touching these sliders, bro. Like when it come to like this, this shit stay closed. Like I don't even open that. I might open hair though. I might open hair and armpit. I might do armpit. I might do neck. You know, what I'm saying? I might do a little neck retouching. I might do a little body blemish. Things of that nature. I might do a PLVR with gauze. I might do that. You know what I'm saying? I might do eyes. I might do teeth a little bit. I might do that a little bit. I might do hair a little piece. You know, I might do that a little piece. Hair, straight hairs. Boom, 50 a little piece. Show you a little something, right? But I'm not touching this shit right here, bro. I don't know. I just feel like this is that tab where I feel like retouchers, photographers go stupid. Like I feel like this is that tab where they be like, oh yeah, and look at the skin gang. I think this is that tab where like where the whole edit goes wrong. Like I think this is that tab where like your shit just. I think this is that. Yeah, look at it, bro. This is that tab where y'all go wrong because y'all go dodge and burn. Oh yeah, frequency. Oh yeah, high frequency. Oh yeah, skin softening, dodge and burn. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Y'all go too crazy because now why the hell she look like that, bro? And tell me why is the skin on her face different from the skin right here? A slider can't do that. You see, a slider can't do that. So you got to keep that on. Like I'm telling y'all, bro. Like I would never post this right here, gang. Damn, I'm sorry. That's probably fucked up. But I'm not touching these sliders, gang. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn these off or some shit like. Wow. Yeah. Any questions before I move on? Cause I'm scared right now. I'm scared of what I'm looking at. Like Trinity would kill me. Like if she saw this right now, she'd be like, "Taxi, what the fuck are you doing?" So like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trin. When you see this video, it just doesn't exist. Wow, this is crazy. All right, but yeah, type shit. So, any humans? Go ahead, Carolina.
So, you've seen the pictures I've posted of people close
What you about to ask me?
and
What you about to ask me?
Do you think they're over edited in your opinion, or do you think they're good?
Okay, wait. I'm about to go look right now so we can be real unfiltered.
I have a trash can nearby so I can vomit.
I was literally about to say, hey, y'all, she asked for it. Like, y'all, she asked for it.
I'm pretty confident.
She asked for it, gang. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not worried.
I'm not gonna lie though. A lot of these, okay, if I'm being real though, like before I even look at this, I'm not even saying that this is like who you're photographing, but a lot of these AI softwares look very great on white people. Like I'm gonna just throw it out there real quick. They look very great on white skin, very great on Caucasian skin. When you start to get into a little bit of melanin, a little bit of Hispanic, and then a little bit of black, that's when it's like real noticeable. But
well, I don't.
All right, let's see. I'm about to go look now, but I just threw it out there real quick, just in case that they do. All right, y'all wanna? Yeah, I'm definitely showing y'all that too. All right,
I wasn't using white people.
All right, cool. He doesn't count. Does he count?
Yeah.
Okay, he was a Voto. Damn, my computer can't really like. Can't even zoom.
I don't fully edit on a Voto. I use it for small things.
Yeah. Okay. See. I respect you now. I'm not saying I did it before, but I respect that. Also, I feel like certain types of edits go for certain types of vibes for the certain type of shoot. Like if the vibe is like soft and kind of like this, like if the vibe is soft or it's like it has that esque to it, then it kind of makes sense for it to look like be a certain way. I remember these photos. No, they don't look bad. They don't look over edited. I was ready. This one looks insane, but I remember what you had to go through for this one.
Yeah, come on.
It's okay. I'm a chill.
Give me some brownies.
I'm a chill. But yes, everything looks. These look good.
You would never know if you weren't there to see the raws. You'd have no idea.
Let me see if I would have an idea on this guy right here. Let me go on my phone. I'm gonna have the same exact image up that I can see on my phone, so I can zoom in because I can't zoom in on my
Colors look different for some reason on the phone than on the computer too. Is what I noticed.
Do you edit on a monitor or what do you edit on?
I had it on my Mac, on the
Oh,
Mac
so
that I
you should be
bought.
fine. Let me see. Hold on.
But when I look at the pictures on my phone, I don't like the way they look on my phone
What I can
compared to
say
the.
is for sure, not this image in particularly, but um, one thing what it does do is like when you do separate frequency separation, like or those type of sliders, it will create a frame around the subject's face, and it will blend the face within that frame that it creates. So if like something changes on the other side of the face, like with colors, like maybe like not saying this exact image, but something that I've seen before, like maybe like colors, or even like just right now how I had did on my subject's face, right here, it didn't edit this part of her skin because it was separated by her hair. So it only freaking separated this whole part of her skin, and it blended all of this, but this did not get affected at all. So like none of this got
Right.
blended, or so that's one thing I can say, like another limitation. But you got to keep it in mind because you don't want this face looking great and amazing and silky smooth, and then the side of the face looking insane.
Right,
So that's one
right.
thing I
For
can
that
say too.
kid, for the kids, I didn't do Evoto. I did Photoshop, but
Okay,
I
good.
could see what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't see it. I couldn't tell it on there, but it made me think about it when I saw the colors. Made me think about it. But no, these look really good. These look really good.
Well, to be fair, go to the headshots that I know for a fact I mixed Evoto into.
Okay, 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 okay. I see the
Okay, yeah.
difference, brother.
Okay.
I see the difference. Okay, 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 okay. Now I can judge. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me go look.
So on the phone, I feel like they're yellowish, but on the computer, they don't look yellowish. Anyways, disregard the color differences. Just look at the actual details.
Skin does look a little fake. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Skin does look a little fake. The skin does look a little fake. I ain't gonna lie. Cause I ain't gonna lie. The moment that you said go to the headshots, I was like, ah. And when I went to it, I was like, I immediately could tell. But
It's not terrible though.
it's not terrible. It's good for them. That's one thing I can say too. You gotta think about it. It's another photographer looking at it too. I'm not saying it looks terrible or horrible or bad. I'm just saying this is coming from another photographer looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's your
For
opinion too. I could be like,
exactly, you know what I'm
screw
saying?
your opinion
So
out
it's like
there.
client. That's what I'm saying. But is these the real question is, are these good enough for clients?
Yeah, they love
You see what
them.
I'm saying?
So I
There we
mean,
go.
hey,
So that's really
I
what
got
matters.
I got
That's
five
really
out
what
of five,
matters.
reviews on
But
them.
to
So
answer the question of can I tell? Yes. But is it bad? In the client's eyes, no. Type shit.
mm,
But no, I don't think I
yeah.
don't think I don't think it's bad. But I can tell because like the face just looks softer, like not softer, but like it gives like a blur, and then like you have like really like the eyes are
I
like
could go down on the sliders, is what you're saying.
that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
And I agree.
That's
I
what that's
agree.
what
I
that's
could
what the
go
fuck
down
I'm
on the
talking about. Go
sliders.
down on them bitches, girl. Like don't go. That's not
Yeah.
don't 100 them hoes, bro. I know you got it. I know you can
Yeah.
go to a Hyundai, but like just calm down more.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Like it'll like these are after I exported them. So I wasn't about to go back in, like
Yeah,
go
yeah, nah,
down
I
and
get what you're
then
saying. Trying to do
use
it
my
again.
credits
Yeah,
again.
use
But
my
now
credits
I
a
know for
second
the
time. Yeah,
future.
yeah, nah, 1,000%. Because you definitely don't want to don't do that. Don't use them credits again. On the same image, fuck nah, bro. You better. But that's another reason too why you should do it very last. Like that should be your last resort because if you have to throw it back into a photo again, you just wasted credits. So use a photo at the last thing. Like do everything that you can in there. Boom, boom. Play with whatever you can. Probably not. You don't got to go too crazy if you already know that the photo is gonna take certain stuff away or help with certain wrinkles or help with certain things when it comes to your client, and then you can put it in Evoto to finish up the image. You know what I'm saying? So do as much as you can in your edit your other softwares, Lightroom, Photoshop. And then when it comes to a Voto, that's your icing on the cake. So do all your headshots and then take all your headshots and drop them in a Voto and finish them up like that. So do a batch edit in Lightroom, Photoshop, and then take that batch to a Voto and export, and you're good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Paste the same whatever on there, and you're good. And you could that'd be your final touches. I feel like that would be great because if it comes out looking crazy, it won't come out looking crazy because it'll look how it looks when you export it, rather than you exporting it and then putting it back into another software. Like, nah, it's like you're washing back. It's like you dry it off after you. It's like you dried off before you got in the shower type shit.
Right.
Like you dried off, but then you got in the shower, so you're still wet. Like you still got water on you. So yeah, type of shit. I love analogies, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, nah, you just
Thanks.
go down the sliders just a little bit. That's really it for real. I don't think it's bad.
I'm good.
But just
Good.
yeah. This is the one I can really tell on for real. Like when it comes to like the lighter melanin and the more melanated, that's when you can tell mostly. Like with the the more Caucasian people is like you could tell in certain areas because it starts to get really really soft in certain areas because you could tell the consistency is what AIs have a problem with. It's consistency and distance because for example his cheekbone is way closer to you than his forehead, so they're trying to they're making the forehead more blurry than the cheekbone because the cheekbone like is they're making them trying to make them the same consistency of blur, but one's actually in real life is actually closer to you, so it would have like less because it's more in focus than the thing that's not in focus. So it doesn't really know how to assess distance. It just goes face, oh yeah, bet. Like that's really kind of what it does. Face, oh yeah, blur. Face, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like it's not really able to have that fine-tuned eye like how your camera does. When your camera sees it, it's like, oh, this is more in focus than this. All right, cool. But it tries to create the same amount of blur across, and then it has discrepancies where it doesn't meet up, and that's where you can kind of tell.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And on the first girl, the black girl,
Yeah.
like it's more.
Yeah.
You can see more detail.
Yeah.
But
it's also still like
yeah.
low key more apparent because kind of like her features are more potent too, and it's like they're trying to make each part of her face the same consistency of smooth. You know what I mean? Like it's like in reality.
Well, there's a slider
You're
on
yeah, and you should play with that shit.
There's gonna say there's a slider on the photo. I don't remember what it's
Oh, it's
called, but
called
it's like
evening skin evening. Yeah, I'm just talking about.
there
Called,
you
like,
go.
Skin evening. Yeah. So you definitely like play with that a little bit too, because what they'll do is like, oh no, no. That's for the complexion. That's not even about the edit or the smoothing. It's it's complexion evening. So it evens the complexion of the skin.
Like the color.
Yeah. But it doesn't even
Yeah.
the smoothness. So like it'll still try to give like, let's say for example, if you had a Gaussian blur to an image, you had 50% Gaussian blur in the forehead, 50% on the cheekbone, when in reality the cheekbone only needs 25% and the forehead needs 50%. It doesn't know that. It gives the forehead 50% and the cheekbone 50%. That's kind of that's where like AI fails at. It tries to give everything the same amount of edit or the same amount of blur to where it starts to look a little more flat.
Mm.
So that's the problem, is like trying to create that depth with it. Like that's where the problem comes from with AI. Humans, y'all still here? Yeah, y'all still here.
Hi.
Anybody else got a question before I get the fuck out of here? I gotta edit a wedding, bro. Can we see? Oh no, wait, that's somebody else. No, nobody. Okay, cool. Nobody. We got. I'm about to start reading names in this bitch. Y'all gonna get scared because somebody's not listening, and then when I say a name, they're gonna get startled and they're gonna drop their cereal bowl. Brittany, you got any questions?
Not right now. This is a lot, so I feel like I might.
Yeah, you just got overwhelmed, right? Yeah, you just got overwhelmed, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You just got. He's like, wait a minute. Whoa. But yeah, I mean, you're still catching up on the first 2 months though, right? So that's kind of like where like it's a lot at one time, yeah. But I'm trying to
going back and like going back in the Patreon.
Yeah.
Like the older posts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I just made my video for the FaceTime, like
FaceTime your future self. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was super dope.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm still
okay. Bet. All right. Now you're good. Most definitely. That's why like I'm trying to like as I continue to build it and we continue to build, I want it to be like. I'm trying to find a way to frame it to where it could be a self-paced. Like you'll be like where like at the end of everything, not even at the end, like I'm going to continue. I'm never going to stop. But I want it to be like where you can, wherever it could be self-paced. Like I'm going to have everything organized and I'm going to continue to get better at my organization because I'm a little neurodivergent. So it's kind of hard to like put everything A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but I'm trying to try to make everything that makes the most sense, put those all together. So when you guys do come in, it's like, okay, this is where beginner photographers need to go. This is where if you're a little bit more intermediate, this is where if you're a professional needs to go. I'm trying to like make it to where it's like that, to where the collections, which you guys don't know about yet, you go to collections tab, you can see all the different collections where I put all the collections of the videos together. So it's easier for you to watch them and learn from them because you know what they're about or based off of. And I want to be like that, so where it could be self-paced. And I want to try to create the Google Classroom too, to where it could be self-paced. So you can see the Google Classroom, even if you didn't, join on the same time as us, you can go at your own pace. But you still know that this is what we did on week one, our assignment 1 of week 2, assignment 1 of week 3, things like that. So you can actually like be on your own pace still and like kind of go along with it too. So that's kind of the whole goal, to be able to help you. But as you're along your way, you're still able to chime in the class and ask questions about, where you're at currently. Like maybe you have something that you just watched. You're like, hey, Taxi, can you clarify, this, and that? I'm still on composition and framing, of semester 1. And I'm trying to see, what did you mean by this thing? Or I need a little bit more clarity on this thing. All right, cool. And I'm not against answering questions like that at any point in any class. So if you're ever in class, Brittany, and like something happened, or like you had a question that you wrote down and noted down during one of our Q&A classes, especially, that'd be like one of the best times. So I'm gonna try to do like 2 Q&A classes a month, or like one every other week. So like twice a month. So bi-weekly is like one of the first classes and one of the like other classes. So I give you guys 2 weeks in between to get questions, LOL. Cause if I ask a question, if I do a Q&A today and then do a Q&A on Monday, y'all might not have no questions because nothing happened between those days. So like, but I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of time to have some Q&As. But as you guys keep getting Q&As, or as you experience, photography life throughout the journey, note down questions to when we do get in these classes and stuff like that, you guys are able to ask them. And I'm able to answer them and help you guys whatever point you're at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Most definitely.
Collections part in the Patreon, like how you mentioned, like organize. That was really helpful because I was scrolling back and I was trying.
Yeah, you're like, where the hell do I go?
I just swiped over and I was like, oh, this is dope. So
yeah.
I really appreciate that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Like, this is I've never experienced anything like this, but like, the details are like 10 out of 10.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm trying. I really appreciate that. So yeah, like literally, if you guys are ever behind, bro, when you go to collections, there's gonna be composition and framing semester 1. There's gonna be posing and the posing and client direction semester 2, lighting and camera control semester 3. Then we're gonna have marketing and client management semester 4. So like you guys are gonna be able to literally like go back. Like, oh, I need to go review this section again. So you can go to the collections tab. If you guys never swiped right on your app on your phone, swipe right on there when you're on Patreon, and it'll show you collections. And now you can see like, oh shit, this is where all his VFX videos are. This is where all this is. You want to start getting into VFX? All the VFX videos are there. You want to start getting into videography or wedding photography? No, the wedding videos are there. I'm still editing that BTS video, by the way, if anyone's asking. Yes, it's coming out. It's like a 4-hour long BTS, real raw unfiltered BTS at a wedding. Like I literally brought a tripod to a wedding. It was crazy. I brought a tripod to a wedding. It was one of the members. So one of the members in the Discord hired me to be their wedding photographer / videographer. And it was amazing. And I was able to vlog the entire thing. She was lit. She was cool. I love her. And and she got her like husband enrolled into PNG University, and her cousins enrolled, and like so it's really tough. Like it's real love there, real love. But I was vlogging the entire thing, so I'm editing everything up, chopping it up for you guys to be able to show you guys how the process went along the wedding, showing you guys all of that type of stuff. But I'm trying to make sure that it's like somewhat attentive, but still real and raw enough to you guys like feel like you're a fly on the wall with me. Like, oh, like I watched him do this movement. He just did that. Like to where you guys can actually feel like how it is to do a real life wedding day. Because I feel like that lacks like in the community. Like I've seen other photographers do it, but it's a lot of, white photographers. I don't be seeing a lot of photographers with a little bit of color in their skin and shit. So I'll be trying to be that for the culture, the KULTURE for y'all type shit. So I can show y'all like how it is like real raw unfiltered with a wedding. Like there's no filter. I'm not cutting out certain stuff because something weird or awkward was said. Nah, I'm gonna let y'all feel that awkwardness with me, and we gonna find out how did Taxi get through that awkward moment. Real raw unfiltered. That's how y'all learn for real. If I cut certain stuff out, y'all not gonna be able to learn for real, because now when you go to the wedding or you do a wedding and you have an awkward moment, you didn't know how to get out of that awkward moment because you had never knew that it was gonna come, because I only showed highlights, right? So that's real raw unfiltered right there. C, you got any questions? C. If y'all can't talk, y'all can just text too. C, you got any questions? C, certified. C, you got any questions? C.
I'm also just taking it all in, but I'm trying to find my editing style, because like you were showing us with the skin and everything like that. I feel like I had one at first, but I'm trying to like make it more realistic and everything. So I'm working with that. So I appreciate you dropping those videos. And like I said, just taking it all in on the photo shoots. I've been actually able to get a couple different projects, so that feels good. But I feel like I flopped on one of them.
Hey, bro, you grow. It's okay, bro. It has to happen. If it did, bro. When you fail fast, gang. It's okay, bro. Right. It's okay. It has to happen. Because now you're embarrassed enough to not let it happen again. Maybe you backed up. See, that's the best part about it is when you now you're embarrassed enough to not let it happen again. It has to happen. Yeah. And if it doesn't happen, then you'll probably get embarrassed on an even bigger project. and you don't want that to happen. So now that this thing happened, you are aware of it now. Like I had knocked over a light at a wedding too, bro. I've had it happen before too, but now I know that bit. I mean, look at every piece of surrounding. I can't have my gear just swinging and hitting people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got embarrassed enough to never let it happen again.
Right, man. So yeah, and I appreciate it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm learning right now. And then like I said, just trying to take it all in. So yeah, I'm just learning. I
Nah, I bet.
appreciate you.
When it comes to finding your style, what I can say for a fact is, first things, understand if you are a light or a dark person. Understand if you are a vibrant or a muted person. So I feel like those are things that are like really, those are four things that can kind of help you find your style faster. Like if I'm a light person or a dark person, do I like when it's more light, more lit, or do I like when it's more dark and cinematic, right? When you're trying to find your style. And then am I a more bright and vibrant person? Like do I like vibrancy in it, but I still want my client to look realistic, but I like the vibrancy, or am I more muted? Do I like more muted colors to where they're kind of like more monotone? So I feel like asking yourself those four questions, I'm gonna make a quiz for y'all to help y'all find y'all style and who y'all are. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah,
That I feel like that will help you really find your thing, because I have a style for myself. This image right here is my style. These images are all in my style and my creative style, but the images that you guys see a lot on Instagram are what I get booked for clients, so it's not always in my style. I'm more so of a dark person, right? I like that. I like the darkness. I like I like that cinematic vibe. I like dark with minimal vibrance, right? That's my vibes. I like to be dark with a minimal vibrance. That's why Halloween is my favorite time of the year, because I get to have fun. Right, so that's my style, but a lot of the time I'm not able to show that style because of what I get booked for. But it's still good for you to know your style and have a style. So I'm definitely gonna write that down for me to be able to do for you guys. So it's like a personality quiz. All right, so photography.
nice.
Let me see, photography style, personality quiz. Bet that'd be really cool for you guys to be like help you find your style, even if like it doesn't tell you who you are as an individual, but it'll ask certain questions that will kind of get you closer to like who you are. Maybe it'll ask you certain questions that will create questions in your head to be like, damn, I actually never thought about that. He's asking if I like dark or light. I had no idea. I don't know what I like. Let me find out. You know what I'm saying? And it helps you find your style. Because I know mine. I know mine now. Like before I was always scared, but I would always see myself doing certain things. Like I would do dark with vibrance, but have the skin tone looking real. And I would do, like, whenever I was collaborating with people, I would always see myself do those things. And I'm like, damn, this might be my style. I'm like, okay, but how can I make the skin color look more real? Right? I had a client tell me that she looked like an alien. Like, I don't like how I look orange. I'm like, okay, cool. Let me fix that thing within my style. I'm making everything vibrant, but it's not looking true to tone. Cool. So let me make the background vibrant. That's when I learned masking. Right? I had to learn masking because I was just going up on the vibrancy slider. It was making the client vibrant and the background vibrant. I had to learn masking. Right, so I started creating a mask layer for my subject and a mask layer for my background. Now I can go up on the vibrancy of the background and not go up on the vibrancy of my subject, so where she could look true to tone. That's when I started really understanding the importance of masking, and that allowed me to really, really hone into my style. Right, so I knew I liked vibrant and I knew I liked dark. I'm like, okay, how the fuck can I mix vibrant and dark? And that's why I got these pieces on the wall. Vibrance and darkness were able to collab, and those are the things that I love to do. You know what I'm saying? But how you do it is all on you. You might like vibrance and light, and you find a way to do vibrancy and light. Maybe you like muted and light. Maybe you like dark and, you know what I'm saying? So there's those four different ways that I feel like I see a lot in photographers, because our job is to capture light. And I feel like those are the four different versions of light. You know, light, dark, muted, vibrant. I feel like that's the four right there. It's like bomb, 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 bomb. I got to make a slide deck on that for you guys for sure. So vibrant, light, dark, and then vibrance versus muted. Bet, I'm definitely gonna make that for y'all because I want y'all to be able to do that. Brittany, you had a question. Did I answer it on accident?
No question. I was trying to use the emoji. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, man, you're good. All right, Nayo, bruh, I'm about to call on you next. I ain't get your name yet though. Camilla, you good? You got any questions, Camilla?
I'm good. I just had a question. Like, I was just curious, like, for the future, if you go over something like I don't know nothing about domains and, like, what is the correct way to get one. Just more of, like, the setup of a business. and like LLC and
Okay,
things
for
like
sure.
that as well.
Okay, bet. So next month is client management and marketing. So I'm more so gonna get into the technicals of that in that month. So this month that we're going, so April is like that business behind the scenes business side. So we did composition and framing, which is like the front of the camera, which is behind the camera, like, you know what I'm saying. We have composition and framing, which I feel like you got to know that first. Then we did the posing and we did directing. Now we're doing lighting, and then this month that we're going into, we're gonna get into like the business side of stuff. So when it comes to the only part that's gonna be different for each person is creating the LLC, because depending on where you're based at, then your state filing site is gonna be different. So like Florida, we have like a Florida Sunbiz, and then we have like IRS Gov. Like for Florida, I forgot. D showed me who they have for New York, but everyone's gonna have a different people that they're reporting to.
Right.
So
Okay.
that's gonna be the only part that's gonna be different for each person. So like you can legally open up a LLC in any state, but I think that the best practice is to open up an LLC in the state that you reside in, so that way you don't have any complications when it comes to doing banks or shipping anything to yourself.
Exactly.
Because a lot of us is
Um,
like, a lot of the times when you're a photographer, you are registering it through a digital address. Oh my God, Taxi, what's the digital address? So there's certain people, like for example, if you have a grantor, if you ever went to college, they'll be like, oh, we need a grantor or a guarantor, right? That's someone that can sign on your behalf because your either credit's not good enough or because you don't have enough money, or they need to guarantee that you're gonna pay that money, right? So now you have so like that's that grantor. But then when it comes to a dang, I just lost my thought, bruh. What did I say before grantor? Bruh, somebody pick me up. What did I just say before grantor, bruh? I was creating an analogy.
Someone make sure you can pay your debt.
Oh,
And
bro.
guarantor.
Oh, boom. All right. So basically, that's what a digital address is. Thank you, Renzo. So a digital address is like that. Is like the thing that acts on your behalf for you, so you don't have to use your address. So you can register it under a digital address, so you don't have to use your address. But that is a monthly service fee as well. So I just recommend either using your home or using a parent, your family member, or somebody like that who you're able to like get your mail from and stuff like that to be able to register your business under. But that's all you really need is a registered business address. I think it's depending on your state, it should be like $100 to $200 depending on your state. And then knowing the name, obviously, that you want to name your LLC. But outside of that, it's actually really easy to do it when it comes to like the LLC portion. But then I could get more in detail with you guys and tell you exactly what to do when it comes to the bank side of stuff, like what bank I recommend the most, which one you should do, how to set up your account, stuff like that. I could help more on that side than the LLC side, because the LLC, it goes different ways. But when it comes to the banks and like the split, how much to pay yourself, how much to save, how to pay yourself, I can help with all of that. But the setting up the LLC is gonna be different for everybody else. I don't know your state, so I might have to like look at each state or look at the different people and see who's in what state and be like, oh, this is how you would do it for this state or whatever, like something like that. But does that make sense, Camilla?
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So next month we'll go into that. We'll go into that more, because I know a lot of people are starting their LLCs right now too. Like April is like a really good time to start an LLC for real, because April is like right after the filing date, so you miss that filing date. Because if you start your LLC before April, then like you end up having to pay for filing in April because you did it before April. Oh my God, I never knew that. Yeah, no one knows that. I got like that too. But yeah, because the filing date is April. You got to pay. I think it's like 200, or it depends. Everybody's different. I think it's like for like, I think it's Florida, it's like 175 or something like that, or 174, and you got to pay that every April, like every April 15th. You got to pay 174 to keep your LLC active, and then taxes are basically due around that same time as well each year as well. And then you could extend it to where it could be due in October, so you don't have to pay taxes now. You can pay them in October, but now you're kind of closer to the next calendar year. So it's like, yeah, but that's just like me briefly explaining stuff. But when it gets to next month, I'll talk about like more client-based stuff, how I'm booking the clients, how I'm splitting, different stuff like that, like more business-related things. And those will be like the lives that I will not do live as well. Like I'll literally just be us in the class. So like if you're in the class next month, I won't be live anywhere else. So like you really will only get that there, because I don't talk about numbers with nobody. So like, but PNG University. So if I'm ever talking about numbers, I'm not live nowhere else. I'm gonna be live right here for y'all. All right.
exclusivity.
Yeah, real spill. Cause I feel like numbers give false hope, bro. Like if I be like, "Arrrr," I'm just like yelling out numbers, then y'all join PNG University, like, oh, I'm about to make what he making. Like it's not a guarantee, bro. Like, but I still want to be able to talk directly to people and be able to show you guys like what it could really look like. You know what I'm saying? Without making y'all feel like, oh, like he capping or oh this or that, or he don't really talk about. But it's like, bro, I've done six figures. But it's like, oh, like do I really want to show that like to everybody? Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, you gotta just like keep your mouth closed about. But yeah, so definitely next month we're gonna get like into that nitty gritty and stuff. Let me see. Daniel.
I had another
Oh, go
question.
ahead. Go ahead.
Because I've seen a lot of people use like filters like CPL filters
Mm-hmm.
or ND filters,
Mm-hmm.
and I get confused with like polarization, and I'm
Okay,
like,
bet.
what even is like the differences between them? For what purposes? Yeah.
Bet. I'm gonna make. Let me see. I'm gonna explain it to you right now, but I'm gonna write it down so I can also make a video. Explanation video, and then. All right, so when it comes to ND filters, an ND filter is neutral density, right? So basically what it is like if you have sunglasses on and you cut out some of that light to protect your retina, right? It's the exact same thing for your lens. So when you put it on, it'll help cut out some of that light so that way you can keep your camera settings more true to you. So if you're at like f1.8 or f2.8, which is a low aperture, right? Apertures are what allow the amount of light to come into your lens. It's how wide the sensor is open, right? So if you have your sensor wide open at f2.8 or a really, really low aperture, a lot more light is coming in. But if you want that to be at 2.8 and it's harsh lighting outside, you have to have an ND filter so it could cut out some of that light so you can keep your settings as low as possible, right? So that's basically what a neutral density filter does. So with that neutral density, and you have a variable ND, which is variable neutral density. Regular neutral density is just multiple stops. So to be like, oh, it takes out this much, it exposes for this much, or exposes for that. Those are just like simple NDs that don't turn. It just has one number on it and it doesn't turn. Maybe it's like ND 32, ND 64. That's just random stuff. I don't get those. But you have a neutral density, which over time, not over time, but I have. So these are mine. So what it does is, I'm gonna get into neutral density, then I'm gonna go into polarizer. So this is a neutral density, and this is for my phone that I have, but it's for my phone. But as you can see, as you turn it, it lets more light in. So now more light is able to come in, but when I turn it, it cuts out even more light. So if it's really, really harsh outside and I want to cut out a lot of light, then I'll have this closed, or I can have it a little bit more closed. Maybe I want a little bit in there, a little bit. I can open a little bit, whatever it is, like to one of these numbers to let in less or more light based on your preference when you're shooting. So what is this great for? Natural light photography. It's amazing for, because sometimes you don't use flash for natural light photography, but you need to have your settings a certain way that you may want to get a specific style. And in order for you to have your settings the way that you want, that are low enough to allow enough light in, sometimes that allows too much light in. And you can only go, so low to try to get a blurry background or something like that with f2.8 or f1.8 if you don't have an ND filter. The ND filter cuts out all that extra unwanted harsh light. That's an ND filter, neutral density. So I always recommend getting a variable one. Don't get a regular one. So a variable one has like a little either knob on the side, or it just like has grooves for you to turn it and rotate it, so you can go through the different stops of ND. Stops. Oh my gosh, Taxi, what are stops? These little numbers are different stops. So let's say, for example, you want to cut out only 1.5 of the sunlight. You want to cut out 2.5 of the sunlight. You want to cut out 3.5 of the sunlight, 4.5, 5.5, 6, stuff like that. It just cuts out those different stops of sunlight. All right, so that's ND filter. Then you have a polarizer, right? What a polarizer does, or a CPL filter, if you're aiming your camera at a car, you're trying to shoot through glass, or you're trying to shoot through water, or you're trying to look through water, you need a CPL filter, right? Because it is a polarizer. It will polarize for the ultraviolet rays. So if you have sunlight or something like that reflecting off of glass, reflecting off water, it will allow you to see through the glass or see through the water. I'm trying to record fish in a pond, and there's so much glare coming off the water. I'm going to use one of these CPL or UV CPL and UV filters to be able to see through that water. All right, so those are the two different types. And then you also have like mist, and you have like the fun ones and stuff like that. So I think I have a mist one right here. Oh no, that's not my mist. It's another ND filter. I got another neutral density, another one. But I have a mist filter that I had cracked. I had set on it, man. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm kind of thick. but I have one of those and it got cracked, but I still use it. But it has a hole in it. But it has like little. It's one glass and it just has little specks of gold in it. So when the light hits it, it halates the lighting, stuff like that. So does that make sense, Camilla?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So I'm gonna
Thank you
still.
for that.
No, you're welcome. And the one that I recommend if you were to get an ND filter, I feel like ND filter is mandatory because you never know when you may need to shoot natural light and you never know when you may need to cut out extra light. So it's always good to just at least have one in your bag, like 30, $40, but it's cool to just have in your bag. I recommend a 30, I think it's a 3 to 32 or a 2 to 32. D, what is it? 3 to 32?
Mine is a 2 to 32 or
2 to
something like
32,
that.
yeah, 2 to 32. So mine's right here. So the 2 to 32 is the one I recommend. The one that I have right now is a 3 to 1000, but you don't got to go that crazy. But I have this one right here is a 3 to 1000. So it's like it gets really, really dark, like really can't even see through it. Like it's 3 to 1000. But then you have a 2 to 32, which is the one that I recommend because that's mostly what you would just need for regular day stuff, and it's a lot cheaper. So I definitely recommend one of those for you to be able to get if you don't already have one as well. But there's hella different versions and stuff like that for you to be able to use and play with to be able to get to see your preference of what you like. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Then K&F Concept has really good ones. H&Y Filter has really good ones. I was partnered with them for a while back. They have really good ones. They're expensive though. That's the only thing. But they're magnetic, so you could like magnetize them onto your thing. But they're more expensive than K&F. K&F you got to screw it on there, and it stays on there. And then when you take it off, you got to put it back in the case, stuff like that. But the magnet ones are quicker to get on, quicker to take off. Like if I'm shooting at a wedding real quick, oh boom, snap it off real quick, keep going, snap it back on real quick, like stuff like that. So just based on that.
Definitely get the magnet ones.
Yeah, definitely, but they're a little bit more expensive. But to start off, I would get one like this, which is the one that I have, which is right here. This one was way cheaper, but it doesn't have any rings or anything like that. It's a 3 to 32, no rings or nothing. 3 to 32. You can see like the little stops of ND on the side, and I just turn it. I have to manually turn it. I like this one though. It's one of my favorite ones without the knobs. But this one was like $30. So one of the manual ones you just do by hand. But this is a really good one too to have. But this one has CPL as well. So it has VND and CPL together. Really great to have. But yeah, definitely magnetize one for sure. D, you got any questions?
No.
Okay, bet. Dapper, anything else you have right now, for now?
No, I appreciate you with the help. Like I said,
Bet, you're welcome, bro.
You're gonna drop the class tomorrow, the video?
Yeah, the recording.
Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, cool. I just want to clarify. I use Lightroom, then the Volto. I'm not because the way you were throwing all the shit, I was like, hold on, I need to clear the air.
No, I know, bro. You told me you do both, bro. I know, bro. But I know you.
I just had to
You good, bro. Had to let the class know, bro. I know, bro.
I let the class know. Taxi, can't be speaking on my name. Bro.
Nah, bro. It created a question not a question in my head, but it created an image of people that I know for a fact are in the chat doing it. So that's why I was like, okay, now let me use this one question that he asked me as an example to speak to those people. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't necessarily like obviously directed at you, but I just know like when you guys ask questions, it's speaking for the people who don't speak majority of the time. Like there's people who don't talk that have questions but won't ask. And that's what you guys are doing. So when you guys ask questions and everybody else who's also like, we have literally, I know it's like 14 that are usually here. We have 50 students, bro. But you'd never know because they don't all show up. They watch them videos. I'll be looking at my analytics. I'm watching them watch, but they just don't show up to class. But they watch the recordings. So it's like you guys are asking questions for the people who don't even speak. So y'all are helping. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are creating questions in my head that I want to answer now for those who don't speak. So yeah. But nah, it's always chill.
Happy to help. For real.
No, most definitely. Pac, you got any questions, Pac? He probably gonna text. I think he might text in the chat. Any questions, Pac? You sleeping? You sleeping, Pac? I know you tired, Pac. I know you tired. It's okay.
Yo, Kenny asked if we could let him into class. I don't know if you saw
Oh
that.
shit, I just seen it, bro. Bro, Kenny boy. Kenny, you gonna have a real good recording to watch. Cause I ain't gonna lie, some game was dropped. This video. Gotta have a good little yeah. Wait, what am I looking at right now? I'm trying to look at something. All right, next. Gary on. You got any questions? I'm going down that whole line on y'all. Gary on, do you have any questions? Bro, y'all napping and shit on me, bro. Anisha, sorry, Silent K. I'm so sorry. I keep messing up. I keep not reading. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I don't have any questions today.
Okay, bet. LJ?
Yo.
Any questions?
Hey, who you use? Who you use for life insurance as an entrepreneur?
Okay, for life insurance
Health,
or
life
for
insurance, health insurance.
so as an entrepreneur, I use because obviously you guys know that jobs don't give you that. Duh. So I use Florida Blue. And they just changed. I had to like one of their more like better plans, but then they just did like that crazy thing or whatever with changing stuff around. So I had to go down. I was like on a platinum or premium, whatever it was called, but I'm like bronze tier now. But one thing I can say to make sure is like if you travel a lot with your work, make sure that you have a low payment for urgent care, because a lot of the time you're probably not gonna have to go to a hospital to get rushed to the hospital, but you may have to go to an urgent care. So I try to have my either no payment for urgent care, like free urgent care visits, or really, really low payment for urgent care visits. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, once like open enrollment comes for like every year, I think it's like January, open enrollment comes for health insurance. You're able to lock in your health insurance, and you can go to the health, like the health.gov, I think it's like health.gov or something like that, and you're able to look at the different plans that they have for you to be able to apply. For you to be able to apply for and get. So when you get those, now you have that health insurance. Yes, it's a monthly payment that you have to pay, but just like anything else, bro. So now it's monthly insurance you have to pay, just like anything else. But if anything happens, like I've had stuff happen. Like for example, my eye, when I had to get surgery on my eye, I was happy as shit that I actually had it, and that was the same month that I decided to get health insurance. For the same month I needed to have surgery on my eye. So it was way cheaper to get that surgery done on my eye, and it's the same eye that I shoot with. So it's like I literally wasn't able to work, bro. I had an eye patch on for 2 weeks. I'm shooting with the left eye the entire time, eye patch on the whole time. I'm not posting on Instagram. I'm insecure. You know what I'm saying? So literally like that. If you guys remember, I've been watching for a long time. I used to have like a really, really big thing on my eye, like an ingrown like virus or whatever. And I had to get surgery on my eye. I had to get my bottom eyelid cut out and reconstructed. So that helped.
Pay like deductibles when you go like for physicals and all that.
Not so yeah. So they have you pay the deductible, and then what happens is like, so my deductible used to be $75, but like my visits were like $300. So like me paying 75 out of 300 was great, because I would have had to pay 300. But now my visits, because I low-key got a better plan, even though I went down, but I got a better plan for urgent care rather than the plan I had before for like urgent care and stuff. But my surgery was $75, bro. So like, but I had to go a few times. But like my surgery itself was supposed to be like $1,000 for the surgery but it kept taking away from my deductible. So it was only $75 for each visit, and the surgery was the same amount. And I was like, bro, like it was a gift from God, because you always think you don't need it until you have it, and you're like, damn, I needed it. So that was great. And then I for like when I got in a car accident on the road while working, it was another thing that was like really good. I was able to go to urgent care. My deductible on urgent care was good. That was able to help me. So like I did the urgent care thing because I'm never in a hospital. Like I'm never really going to a hospital. I'm never getting that hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying, to have to go to a hospital, to where like, you know, my deductible in the hospital is still like less than $10,000. So like I won't go in crazy debt if I ever got hurt. If I ever got hurt, the most I have to pay is $7,000. Like if I ever got really hurt and it's like $20,000, I only got to pay $7,000. You know what I'm saying? But the way that insurance works is they'll give you a number, and it'll say like, after you get to this amount of money that you've paid, then now they start to pay for you. So if it says $3,000, your $3,000 complete deductible, then whatever you pay adds up to that fund. Let's say, for example, if every time I go and visit, let's say, for example, my whole thing is $100, but every time I go and visit, it's $25. Once I hit that $100 mark, now they're able, it enables them to be able to pay for the stuff now, because I've paid the amount. I paid the amount that I owed to them for that health insurance. So like your deductible might be like, oh, your overall deductible, or your policy, right? Your insurance policy might be $2,000. So after you pay $2,000 in, you know, health things, whatever the hell happens, maybe you go buy some prescription, this, that, after you get $2,000, now they're paying for any injuries that you have, right? So yeah, that's how that works. It's not you still pay your monthly payment, but I'm just saying, if you ever now go and get injured after that $2,000 is paid, they come out of pocket. That's how insurance companies work. But try to get a good plan. If you guys need stuff like that, then just look that up more because like I'm not a financial health advisor, but that's what I do though. I use Florida Blue. I think Florida Blue has like really really good plans and they give you cards and they have like different HMOs, all type of stuff. I think they treat business owners good. So I learned that from a barber. So this really successful barber told me about Florida Blue and Blue Cross Blue Shield and the policy that they had for business owners. So that's where I ended up going for. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend type shit. Yeah. That was it, LJ, or you had another question?
No, that was it. I just wanted to wait till the end of class.
Okay, but yeah, that's how I use for health insurance because you work for yourself, gang. So y'all gotta think about that because y'all not getting no health insurance from that job. So you definitely work for
Getting no
yourself.
benefits no more, my boy.
What? Not getting no benefits no more. Gotta lock in for real, for real. Let's see. Nayo, any question, Nayo? Are we getting one on? Any questions, Sean?
Nah, I'm straight, bro.
Okay, bet. Dad, any questions?
No, sir.
All right, bet. D, go ahead. Ask your question.
Gear insurance.
PPA. So PPA or Next.
Bet.
Next is more expensive. PPA has like entry level gear insurance. You gotta register each piece of gear though, and make sure that's why I don't throw away boxes. Like people be on my ass about boxes, but your boxes have serial numbers on them, and sometimes at least if you cut your serial number out, you're good. But
Yeah.
don't you need to make sure you have your serial number when it comes to that because you have to
Damn.
register exactly. You have to register each piece of gear. They want to know your serial number for your gear. So you got to register each
Alright.
piece of gear by serial number because that's how they prove if you actually had it. Like you can't say like, oh damn, my R5 just broke, but you never registered it under them, so they can't even protect it because. So what it works is like it's a policy. Let's say for example, if it's $20,000 on your policy, then you can claim up to $20,000 of gear. A lot of y'all are like, oh my god, that's a lot. Nah, bitch, that's like 2, 3 of my cameras, gang. So that's really not a lot, right? So you you could you put in your the like $20,000 you can claim like $20,000. So when you put those the security numbers of each of those pieces of gear, it adds up to the amount of what they're worth. So my A7S3, right? The body alone, that's a $4,000 camera. All right, cool. My lens is $3,000. All right, cool. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's $7,000. All right, that 7,000 is not out of that 20,000. Now my R5, okay, body alone, boom, body boom, boom. So now we're at like let's say 1,700, right? Let's say 17, yeah, let's say 17,000, right? Then you got 8,200. You got my flash. You got my there. All right, boom, I'm already at 20K. So I can only claim a certain amount of stuff. Like I claim my laptop. I claim my laptop and my 2 cameras. My lights I could replace those myself. But I claim my laptops and my 2 cameras. I don't even claim my drone. So yeah, to get the lowest policy possible, that's what I do. What other question you have? Oh, then next for my general liability insurance, they have one where it's doubled, where you can have PPA for both. But I have next for my general liability because it's the cheapest general liability insurance. So even if you don't have gear insurance, general liability insurance, you should have because if you go to a wedding and you break some shit, they can't sue you or nothing like that. They could look right at your thing. Where y'all bought your Mac from? I got mine from Best Buy. I got mine from Best Buy. I got my Mac from Best Buy. The one I got before that though, I had got from Facebook Marketplace. But the one I had got new, I had got from Best Buy because I wanted to be able to write off the payment. So yeah. Um, any questions, Kenny? I know you just got in. You got any questions? Quick. Any quick questions?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll finish real quick.
Walmart is crazy. Walmart what? What's Walmart? Oh, you bought yours from Walmart. Oh, but that's not bad. I bought my iPad from Walmart. Walmart.com, definitely fire. Overly tough, overly cooking, and things of that nature. All right, anybody else?
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
my fault, my fault. I ain't really had no like real question. It's more technical because I ain't get to look through your Patreon because you just asked. Is there a way I could like this girl, her eye looks weird because one side of her eye is like a darker shadow. If I lift it when I'm editing, like through masking, will it look good, or is there like a certain thing that you would do in Photoshop?
Damn, if this thing would if this hold on, let me see. I'm trying to close this so I could try to open it. Let me see. So one of her eyes have a bad shadow.
Yeah, it's kind of like a detailed thing. That's why I was trying to see if you got a video, but I ain't checked and you just asked. But it's like so the shadows is coming through one side, and like the side closest to her nose, it looks like she just got one fat black eye on one side, and the other side like a regular eye.
Okay, so like if you used the grid, and only one side of her face got lit, and the other side didn't get lit.
Yeah, no. It's still lit. Like her face is evenly lit, but one eye is throwing me off because like it looked like she
So is it
lazy eye.
like on some like lashes type shit.
I might just be looking at the picture too
Like
much,
this,
but
like is
nah,
it lashes? Like is it like this, like lashes? Like is it the lashes that are doing it?
nah, it's not the lashes. Like literally, like if you look at a person, the left side of one of her eyes is like black instead of white. I was just saying if there's a way to fix that, like just
You can see my
with
screen
map. No, I can't.
like
But hold
this.
on.
That's what I was asking because I'm like showing because with her lash got in the way and her lash made it like darker. So
Let
is it
me
like
rejoin real quick.
y'all can see my screen, right? Nayo, bro, just text me regularly, bro. Just chill, bro.
All right, I can see.
Okay, bet. So like this, like her lash.
Yeah, like it's not the lash, but it's just like that, except for instead of it being the outside that's darker, the inside darker.
So you could, when you're masking, you could like mask individual things too. Like
Okay, yeah.
you could like you can go to object mask, and you could like if you want to, you can really just mask like just her eye. Like I've done little stuff where like you could literally you could mask just her eye, and you can mask just her eye. Like you can go very small, very like a little bit on it. Like you may want it darker, you can lighter it. You can go up on the exposure on that.
Okay, I was just saying
So
because
you
I
can
mean
do
I
all
ain't get to
that.
play around with it yet. I figured that,
Yeah.
but I heard some people say something about like how you could whiten teeth or whiten eyes. So I was thinking if it was that deep
No,
or you just mask it.
I have like one of those types of videos like of whitening eyes, but that's if like
Okay,
but with that it's like the whiteness is like this, like you have to be able to like see some of it to be able to whiten it,
okay.
like not like if it was pitch black over here, like if it was pitch black like that, like trying to whiten that is gonna be like damn near impossible to hard, you
Nah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So like when
If you
there's
got a
still some
video, I'll look at
eye,
it.
if there's still some eye to be able to see, it's definitely like that. But yeah, like it's literally like just like that. But if you're in a Lightroom and you hit mask, you could just hit object and you could just drag and select her eye with that object. Like you could just
Okay, okay.
select the part that's dark. Maybe you select her eyelash or whatever. You could select it and it'll select it, and now you could go up on the exposure or whatever, try to brighten it or whatever. But if
All
it's
right, bet.
too dark and you're in like and it starts to look unrealistic, you gotta just make sure not to do it next time.
All right, for sure. I'll just check. I'm gonna play around with it. Appreciate it.
Nah, most definitely welcome, bro. All right, anybody else before I close out? I'm about to go edit this. I gotta go edit this wedding. D, you still got your hand up, or that's accidental?
Oh, yeah, a little slow, so it might be an accident.
That is true. Like he don't even walk fast for real. He be doing. Yeah, I forgot. Uh, oh my gosh, another wedding client. Hello, sir. Here's the final agenda for my wedding. See you soon. All right, y'all. I love you guys. Hasta luego. I'll see y'all Monday. I'm gonna try to create that test for you guys. Try to help you guys find your style. But until then, I'll be dropping some videos in the Patreon, so stay on the lookout for those. I'm gonna try to drop that ND filter video before Monday. I'm gonna try to drop that before Monday because, bro, like I have an engagement tomorrow, birthday tomorrow, a wedding on Friday, and that's just 3 hours away. No, I have an engagement on Friday at this like private island, bro, and that's 6 hours away, and then I have to still drive back, but I have to leave at like 1 a.m. in the morning to make it there at sunrise, which is insane. So I'm gonna try to vlog that as much as I can if they don't put me on an NDA. And yeah, bro. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated. But then Saturday is when I have the jiu-jitsu tournament and the that other stuff. I'm gonna try to document as much as possible so that way y'all can like see the feel and feel the vibe. But all right, you guys, love you guys. Until next time, taxi. Yeah. output sharpening maybe. What's the light setup you use for the wedding videos, first dance, etc.? I don't use lighting when it comes to like first dance. Like first dance, like first dance. You talking about photography or videography? We talking about video. If we talking about video, then the setup for first dance for video, I don't use any lights, but I use an 8200 for like first dance stuff like that. What software am I using? Lightroom. Right, that's the real question. As long as the client, yeah, as long as the clients love them, you're chilling. But yeah, all right, you guys, love you guys. Need to get better with quick edits, bro. Join the Discord, y'all. I'm gonna leave the Discord link for y'all to join. So everybody that's still watching, join the Discord link because I'm about to end the call. All right, join. Love you guys. Hasta luego. Share is a real. All right, I hope everybody on YouTube got it because I just sent the link. All right, I'm out, y'all.